Hello. Yeah, I'm feeling small tonight. So we're going to use the little model. No, we're taking it easy. I am still really very tired. I'm not really sure why I'm so tired at the minute, but it is what it is. We'll take things nice and easy, and we're just gonna chill, play a bit of Minecraft. Cause I am eepy sleepy. So you know what, we'll just get stuck in, yeah? What? Oh. So yeah. Hope everyone's had a good little week. Did I just put caps lock on? Yes, I did. Awful habit of fat fingering. That's right next to my A key. And my little finger sometimes bounces up when it should be on my shift. And I don't know why. Probably because I'm a silly goose. Right, so what have we got? We've actually done a little bit of stuff. So I've been playing throughout the week because, you know, that's what it's here for. It's what I enjoy doing. So we have... I'm just going to fill these barrels with crap because I'm probably going to change where I'm setting up properly, to be honest. Keep that. So we've got some decent tools now. We may or may not have found a bastion, and I may have applied some gorgeous little armor trims. I may have figured out as well how to raise the helmet with a 3D layers mod, so that I'm not actually, you know, sticking my scalp through the top. Resin on netherite, mwah, chef's kiss. Oh, I've got my menu up on the friggin' VTube Studio. Let me knock that off. There we go. Yeah, it's my little gremlin model. I made this one ages ago and I just don't use it very much. Now, to be fair, I only recently did some tweaking to the eyes and stuff, and a little bit of mouth motion. I'm not doing it quite as dramatic as my main model, but it definitely has some little details. Wow. Oh. Oh, gosh, I am very tired. Yeah, I've been trying to set up our little main cave, because I'm going to try and use this as like just a main sort of setup base. But I do have a longer term project to go through, so I don't want to just ditch this because I know where I'm going. I think what I want to do is I really want to get this wrapped up, get this where I want it to be. So we'll still have a little storage room, but I'm probably not going to do that as fancy as I was considering. So I'm not going to do the automated sorting in here. It's just going to be a bulk storage room for the time being. And I just want to get these walls and stuff cleared up. We've moved our ghast over because he's over here at the minute, which is a bit useless. So I'm trying to set him up his own proper dock over here. So he's got this strip here to... It should automatically snap boats off. But worst case scenario, we can just use a pair of shears to take those off. Reinstalling windows. Well, hopefully the reinstallation goes nice and smoothly, JC. We'll set this up as like a little don't fall off the ghast barrier. And when I'm on it, I can just hit that, and then we can sail away. So it's not the fanciest ghast pen, but it serves its purpose. And if there's something blocking where you get off on the front of the ghast, it just pops you into the middle. So just acts as a nice like level platform to just walk through. So I do want to decorate this area and just see about doing something a little bit interesting with it, maybe. That entire wall's going to get pushed back. I do want to push this back. Probably 2 blocks, to be fair. so I have backed up everything. Oh, fair enough, it's for your cousin, then yeah. Hopefully it just runs through smoothly, does what it needs to do, and there are no headaches with it. Ooh, gosh, I'm sleepy. Ooh. Oh, I feel like I just, like, I had my nap. I sound like I'm about 6. But I had a nap quite early today, and then I've had my dinner, and suddenly I'm fat and full and just ready for bed. So we may not hang on too late tonight. We'll see. But, we'll do what we can. I'll put some basalt in these areas, so much. Pop that in there. Ooh. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a good week and that Saturday is nice and chill. I'll try and be a bit more full of beans tomorrow, because we are going to look to take a dragon and slap it in the face with our wieners. So there are a couple of bits and pieces we could get up to as well tonight, just to do a bit of final prep. Because I've actually got a few potions I need to go back and grab from an ancient city I was robbing. And in one of these, I'm going to sort these drawers out eventually. Like, that is the plan, just to have this as like a bit of a bulk storage. But yeah, we've got stuff like phantom membranes and things, so I'm making up a few slow fall pots and stuff. Those will be helpful for the dragon fight. It should make sure we don't just explode and die. Let's get some more of these floor bits in. Now I am planning on actually covering up this section, maybe putting a room back here. But I want to kind of cover this up and bring it round so that the cavern's just a little bit more rounded, like there. Maybe the same there and have it like sort of curve in and curve back out, because I'm going to knock out these drawers and things at some stage. I might actually put all my put my furnaces and stuff just in one of these, just like replace one of these pairs with like a couple of furnaces, couple of bits and pieces. And that should hopefully keep things where it needs to be. 3-stream streak should be illegal. It should be, but for some reason you keep breaking the law and getting away with it. You can't keep getting away with this. You can't. No, I really like basalt as a floor. I think it's gorgeous. And we should have plenty of clay to commit various crimes with. So we can do loads of flower pots and stuff, which we might do at some stage. Oh, I feel like someone's stolen all of my beans in the last few minutes. Oh. It's genuinely, I've just had my dinner and I'm feeling very just sleepy now. I had loads and loads of pizza and stuff, so I am... Yeah, cheese, that is all. Indeed, I am full of hot cheese, and that has just put me right to sleep. It's funny, because it's true. Oh god, somebody help. Could put torch down, or I could just like add some berries to that vine. Ooh. And again, I'm just going to be trying to make sure I'm bouncing between both Twitch chat and the OBS chat because I'm multi-streaming again, just to see if I can keep getting used to it, because it is quite fun. You get back in my offhand. Ah! So this is just supposed to be a bit of a narrow corridor to come up and like engage with the ghast from the side. There's not really any other reason for this other than to like come up and snip him with the shears if he does get stuck to a boat. Yeah, I need to come up with the wall design for this bit. Have a look, see what we can do. Because I know I want to replace a lot of the walls with packed mud and mud bricks. So I did do a little bit of a trip to a mangrove the other day. And grabbed just absolutely loads. A fair amount of mud. So I might put some of that in there, to be fair. Trying to see if I've got any tuff or anything that I remember picking up. We'll see. We'll see. If I do need to turn myself up at all, let me know. I know I'm being a little bit quieter than usual, but again, that's just me for the hot cheese and falling asleep. Oh, I've got some tuff. I can make that into bricks. Tough bricks and maybe some packed dirt on top. Let's have a look. Must have some wheat somewhere. Gapples. Oh, 6 wheat. Hell yeah. That's a little bit more. I will sort out these drawers eventually. That'll just be like a day job. Because I am not good at being organised and tidy. In fact, I am an absolute monster and an animal. Oh, let's see if... I think I picked up some brown mushroom stem actually, so I can use that in with the packed mud and then maybe some granite as well. To be fair, the tunnels are quite tight, so I don't think I need to worry too much about texturing them overly, so... we'll see. What am I doing? Packed mud. Can I process packed mud in a stone cutter? No. Fair enough. But I can process my stuff. Oh, I might actually go with the chiseled brick. Because it is a charming block type. And as usual, we've got a bit of custom music in the background. It is courtesy of Game Chops. As usual, check them out over on their YouTube. I think they're on Spotify as well, which is handy. I need to decide what I want to do with these bits, because I think I might put some fences, possibly. I just want to not obstruct the view too much, because like, it looks into the cavern. Not the best view, just because the roof's quite low here. but it saves me adding extra light and stuff, so I might just run those in there. So you can get like a little glimpse in without it being too bright. And then I'll see what I can do about these steps. For now, just fill them in like that. I actually really like that trim. The fact that it looks like bricks with like the consistent like paneling on the outside, that's actually a really nice block. Might have to use that a bit more. Oh, what am I doing? We'll bring this... Yeah, if I put slabs in as the roof in here, then it means that this tunnel is just going to be a little bit taller without it actually looking too rough. Might have to go on a bit of a tough mining expedition. I feel like I'm sniffling and snuffling like bloody Charlie out of Smiling Friends. Oh, I am pretty tired, and I am actually a little bit like snotty and stuff. It's pretty grim. It's just that time of year, though. It's just yeah, you know. It's just starting to catch up to me a wee bit. Well, I know what could look potentially decent then. Instead of a slab floor, let me... God, I've got chests full of everything. I've actually got some chisel tough. I really need to organise these because they're going to drive me up the wall. They already are. I've just been trying to like drop stuff off just so that I don't have to worry about it while I'm doing things, and then I regret it immediately. Like, we've got the inventory, like, deposit button and stuff, so I've got no excuse, really. Because I could just come through, check the boxes, and just dump stuff. But, apparently, I'm an animal. Oh, you know, we'll go with the dark oak. Go with the dark oak stairs, because that's the wood I've been using for steps and things, and it just keeps stuff consistent. Oh, that was a mistake. The thing is, this actually looks quite nice without shaders on, so let's turn those on for a little bit. Video settings. If anything, it's more like brightly coloured and just still really nice in here without the shaders on. I've actually not done a bad job of lighting the place up. Yeah, if I come through here and I can just block that off with, yeah, I'll just use that bit around the side, won't they? And if I do something like that, see, I like using stairs like that because they look like they're little like support beams. That was, how many is that? 3.5. So this one's actually 1 too close. I've not got my axe on me. I do. And then this side I can just doop 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 doop. What if I... Oh no, that's hideous. Hate that. And then we shall get one of those in there. And honestly, I can just put another couple of windows in here. Ooh, those are not lining up. I mean, I'm definitely taking this build a lot more differently than I usually would do, because I like to do like houses and stuff, or like big like forts and things, so trying to do a lot more like natural but with stuff in it. It's definitely an interesting one. I think this might be the sort of style that I go for in this area, at least, like the tough trim, and then like mudstone, packed mud, sort of dotted around. Probably tying some dripstone as well into the mud. I want to bring this sort of round here and then curve round again back to here. Maybe put like a bit of an archway in there as it leads into the cave proper. We'll see how it plays out. Because there's a few things I need. I need a lot of wheat. I need a lot of mud. Now we've got the mud. The wheat is going to be more of a problem. What I might do is actually set up a little farm for now. I'll actually take some of those copper crates. So I can use those in the farm. They are really handy for that. Got my hoe. Looking for wheat seeds. Anyway, I've got loads there. And where have I put my bucket? It's probably currently full of tadpoles. So I'll just grab one of these. Been using lava as fuel. It's just handy. It's there. It's really useful. Don't know why you'd ever use coal if you can just set up a very quick dripstone farm. I mean, the coal's consistent and easy to just sort of leave. But, like the lava farm just being like passive and there. It's really, really cool. I like it. To be fair, I've always been a bit of a fan of like the modded fuel sources and things, and being able to use lava a bit more effectively just feels good. Alright, we've got this area up here. I was thinking about filling up some of this. What are you? You're a zombie. Yeah. So I do have some variated zombies on an armor like retexture. So it does make some of these guys look a little bit different. But, ain't too bad. Just makes the zombies look a little bit more interesting. Alright, let's go grab some water. Have I got any sources near me, or am I going to have to go out down to the lake? I am, aren't I? At least it's just down here. We've got a feather falling, so taking a couple of knocks isn't going to hurt. Ooh. Ooh. I ate far too much pizza now, I've got the hiccups. Oh, right. Actually, before I start laying out the farmland, I'll just go and get another bucket of water just so that we can infinite water source this bad boy. Whee! Because I've not really done much farming yet. I've done a lot of exploration, which is not usually something I do a huge amount of early game. I usually get a few bits and pieces set up. I say early game, like we're in the early game still. We are really not, we're definitely sort of mid-game. And then it's just having the freedom to do whatever, which is terrifying and scary. That's it, late mid-game. We're in a point where we're no longer starving and sitting out in the streets, just perishing. But equally, You know, we're not quite, you know, elytra and shulkers and all the rest of that tat yet. This is why I love copper grates, because, you know, like, or just any waterloggable block, to be fair. Like, slabs do the same job. It's just these do make it look a little bit more like there's actually water irrigating things without you having to fall into them. I also like using mangrove roots for that sort of thing if you're looking for like a more natural looking alternative. Jack's Raid! How are you doing, Jaximus? I hope you are doing well and that stream was a good laugh. Obviously, if you do need to raid and run, feel free to do so. We're just taking it nice and easy tonight because I am sleepy and full of pizza. So if I get too much energy and excitement, I'm probably going to explode. How was stream? I hope everyone was having lots and lots of fun. It was, you know, just a good, jolly old time. Sleep litter is great until it gets right in the way. Doing well, dead on your feet, so raging and running. Do not blame you, my man. Make sure you get plenty of rest. Lots and lots of eat and something good to eat. It's the way it's gotta be. Right, what are we doing? Yeah, just absolutely knackered myself today, so we're taking it easy. And I'm not going for perfectly shaped farms because I just don't like the way they look anymore. It used to be all about the efficiency. Now I'm just like, nah, we'll be a little bit rough and ready. We love being a little bit rough and ready. Ooh. Hopefully Jack's had a lot of fun. I didn't manage to catch what they were playing. Was it back on the back rooms? I'll have to have a little cheeky stalk when I get 5 minutes. Come over here, tilt some of this. Meow. Oh, I wonder who that could be. It's definitely not JP. God, I've got so much leaf litter. I wish you could compact it into like leaf litter blocks. What's this man doing in my home? What are you doing in my house?
Does it look like fishes?
Oh, fair enough. Hello? I think I tried to sort a chest and it kicked everybody. Whatever you do, don't sort the fishing chest.
You don't sort the fishing chest.
I guess I'll just have to live in chaos for the rest of my days.
Yeah, it's sorting is fine.
Huh. Well then, I don't know what killed us. DDoS super hackers. Oh, goodness me. Clyde got first scrap, yay! I love doing these little like water streams around things. They're just cute. Let's try and dump some leaf litter. I do have some more seeds. Oh god, this hurts my head just to look at. How you doing, Clyde, though? I hope you're doing well and it's been an alright week for you. I know it's been a very long old week for little old Sartana, and I say that I haven't had a couple of days off. Oh, that'll be why I'm suddenly bloody knackered. Oh, I had my flu jab yesterday. That might finally be sort of tickling me. I'm not usually bad on them, but you know, I've just been very sleepy yesterday and today, and they were like, yeah, you might get just really tired, just rest and take it easy, so I'm assuming that's probably it. Oh, I think maybe I should go and operate some heavy machinery. I think that might be a good move. I should really get like an elevator up to the surface in here, maybe. But equally, I do kind of like my stupid little cave entrance. Oh, right. Let's get these seeds in the ground. Blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty sure that, like, crops are supposed to grow better if you, like, blend what's planted, so it's like lines of the same crop with, like, just variation in between. I get the idea is, guess the idea is supposed to be, like, doing it like polyculture style, but, that's effort. Oh, it's a bit time yet. I hope so. It's that. It's only 8:45. I'm so sleepy. I genuinely didn't realise it quite changed. I wasn't saying it go live. So there's my high octane gameplay for the day. Just you lot listen to me whinge about how tired I am. Oh, I do have the timber plugin. Does that work on mushrooms? Let's have a look. No, is the simple answer to that. Blah 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 blah. Well, I guess if we're going to decorate that main area, we'll let the wheat grow and do its thing. Because what we've planted there is a good sort of like 3 stacks. That'll make us some packed dirt. If we're going to use the brown mushrooms, then that'll get us a little bit more. And we'll just sort of keep things going as we go. So I think what I want to do is probably head down to Deep Slate and see if I can find some tuff. And just dig up a load of that. Clink, clank, clink, plonk, plonk, clank. Right. So we got some torches. Should probably put some water in my bucket. I don't need a boat underground. Don't need that fishing pole either. And again, this is why I like having these little streams, because it's just, oh, I need a bucket of water. Let's just grab that and go. So we've got an awesome, awesome cavern over here, which is where I've been doing a lot of stuff and where I was thinking about building. But I did find something else while I was spelunking, so this isn't going to be the main area I live in. But I definitely want to do some stuff up here. It's like, it's gorgeous. I got Distant Horizons, and there's some chunks I've not really rendered in yet, so it does freak out a touch with the long distances. I think some of that is actually fog as well. But it's a massive, massive cavern. Works a little bit better when I put dynamic shaders on, I think. Not dynamic, complementary. We've got some really high up deep dark. Like, this is spawning the stone layer, which is interesting. There are a couple of shriekers down there, which I've already sort of taken out. So originally what I was thinking was maybe leveling this area out and building a village here. Which I still think could be cool, but I might do something else in this sort of spot. Shut up, Skulk Sensor clicking. Thinks it's so tough going blah, blah, blah. Although you should not be there. Where have you spawned in from? Because some of this area is deep dark and some of it isn't. It's like really weirdly patchy. So, like, mobs aren't supposed to spawn in deep darks. But for some reason, because it's so bloody patchy, stuff just keeps spawning in the middle of the skulk, which is stupid. It's not supposed to happen, but it's happening. We're not going to find much in the way of tough up here. So we're going to head down into the pit. You shouldn't be able to spawn on there. Yeah, he's probably spawned over here and then walked up. Because since one of the recent updates, like, mobs can only spawn in, like, levels of 0. So, like, absolute darkness. So there'll be some of these tiles where they're just literally on that, like, level 0. I do appreciate it, because, like, it used to be, like, level 7, which was, like, what, 7 blocks away from, like, a torch. Which meant stuff was just spawning everywhere, and you really had to light stuff up, and it's an old habit I've still not really managed to get out of. As you can see by the fact there's torches everywhere. We will be looking to solve that, because torches are ugly, and I hate them. They're good in the right circumstances, but generally speaking, just they're not quite where I want them to be. Excuse you. So this is a vanilla with sprinkles server. So we've got a couple of quality of life bits and pieces like Zero's map mod, player head trackers. You can see we can see JC down there on our little HUD. A couple of other bits like automatic fishing, because fishing's kind of crap these days. Like, it's not really the worst thing to be able to automate it. It's just handy for like a little bit of passive XP if you like go into the bathroom or something. Now we got a couple of other bits, like a couple of client-side mods, so stuff like being able to swing through tall grass if there's a mob in it, so it prioritises the mob over breaking the block. Just because in these caves, that has nearly killed me so many times, just the fact there's grass, and I kind of want to keep the grass if I can. Kind of takes away from the lush feeling if it's all just scraped clean. This is a bit of a hell area, isn't it? Because I managed to clear a lot of stuff, but there's a big old pile of tuff. So I suppose we'll handle Mr. Skelly Man if he comes over and tries to bite me. I'll fucking clap his cheeks, swear on me mum. It's a bit of a drop there. Whee! And yeah, we've got stuff like the dynamic lighting and things so that you can carry a torch. It's actually quite interesting because it causes like ice and stuff to melt just by standing near it if you're holding a torch, which is not how the game is meant to behave, but it's because it treats the player as a light source while they're holding one, which is kind of neat. Oh, it was a drip leaf. So what the frig was that? Nothing's coming out of there with the flowing water, and there is... Where's that tuff I saw? There. So nothing should be able to come up and get us too easily with the flowing water. So we should be free to just dig up an absolute shedler. Should be using my fortune picks. Fortune picks are a lot easier to keep maintained. My silk touch one always ends up absolutely knackered, but it's because the fortune ones you mine ores. Ores drop experience. The pickaxe immediately picks them up. So take care of your silk touch picks, guys. They're gentle with you. You need to be gentle with them. to see if we can't grab a couple of stacks of tuff, because then we can chisel that down, use that as like the trim. Maybe like blend in a couple of these like worn out bits around the trim, just so it looks, not like I say, like it's like worn out a little bit. Ooh, hello. Why did I just do that with my silk touch? But diamonds, again, just not as valuable as they used to be. But I have had to dig up a fair few to get my drip. And we've got a few spare, like, netherite templates and things, so when I get round to actually getting some more netherite, we'll upgrade our tools and things as well. I just wanted to make sure my armour was good, because armour's just such a pain in the ass, whereas I think tools, at least your basic tools, are far easier to enchant. Like, at the minute, my armour's got some pretty rare enchants on it, so I've got, like, the soul speed on my booties, and I've got swift sneak on my breeches. So, we are... Well, I'd be pretty upset if I lost some of this. Which reminds me, I do need to drop off some swift sneak to a couple of frondos. It's one of those where it's always like, give people the choice when it comes to really good gifts. Yeah, we've got the graves on, but knowing my luck, something will go horribly bloody wrong. That's it. I think if the... Oh, I've had it happen before. I've died in the void, and... pretty sure the gravestone, like, spawns weirdly, like, at the void level on a new block. It, like, just spawns a block. At least that's the way I've had it happen before. I don't know if that's changed. It just means that you wind up trying to get to the one block down at the bottom of the world, and then it's a bit of a nightmare. That's the graves mod. Fair enough. Yeah, this is the Vanilla Tweaks data pack, so we'll find out how it behaves. Oh, zombie's screaming at me, but I don't know where he is. I'll grab some redstone while we're down here. But these days, with like the ore chunks as well, like some rocks are genuinely better to be silk touched and some better to be mined with fortune and then compressed. Because then they take up a little bit less space. So like the ones that drop ore chunks, like iron, gold, copper, mine those up, compress them. Redstone, lapis, you want to silk touch those if you want to maximise your inventory space, because they drop loads, and then you end up quickly inundated with crap. That's for maximum efficiency. Yeah. However, I do not practice what I preach, because I am dumb. It's been a long time since I cracked out this model, and I'm really glad I managed to. That is something I actually saw pretty recently, actually. So, folks who are sort of like more into Minecraft and do watch a few more creators and stuff, you're probably familiar with Doc M. So I was just sort of scrolling through Twitter, and he was just having a bit of a chat about what he reckons what Mojang should be focusing on. And in his perspective, it's inventory first, which I understand. I really understand the focus on inventory from players that do things that need a lot of it. Like, that is one of the limiting factors when it comes to building huge mega structures where you need like 7 inventories full of stone. And it's like, fair enough, I understand. But, like, yeah, like you just said there, JC, I think there are plenty of options for storage for your normal player. Like, for a normal player who is just going out and building a few bits and pieces and doing what they need to get done, we don't need anything particularly weird or wonderful. I think if they were really desperate to, I think one thing that they could do that would support storage and things for people who are perhaps players with like mega builds in mind would be increasing stack sizes. But again, that would only be a band-aid because people would then build bigger things and then get mad because they don't have the pocket size for the new big thing that they're building. Because what can one player realistically carry at the minute? You've got, what is that? That's 27, 34 slots in your actual inventory, which is going to be like covered in generally about 4 tools. You'll have a pickaxe, a sword, maybe an axe and a shovel, maybe a bucket. So everything else, you know, we're talking, what is that, 30 slots? Filled with whatever you want. If you're going on an adventure these days, going to pick up little bits of stuff, bundles are brilliant. Well, I am a big fan of the bundle. Like, that bad boy is currently saving me, how many slots? A ridiculous number, anyway. I guess I'm just going to stop sorting my inventory because there's clearly something wrong with my side. I'll have a look and maybe update the mod when I get finished. See what's going on. Yeah, I've probably updated it by accident when I was rooting through some of my mods. So I've probably just done something that's updated it to the stupid version. It's number 202. Let's have a look at Modrinth, because I've been loading through that, because I just think it's easy to use sometimes. I'm normally a Forge, like Curse Forge. Oh, but client sort is... Yeah, it's updated itself to 1.2 to 1.10, so it's... I'm gonna have to faff with that, because, yeah. That'll be why. So I just need to make sure I'm not doing any sorting until I go back and fix that mod, which I can do later. No point in me taking things apart right now. I'll just not sort for this stream. Oh. Oh, gosh, I'm tired. I'm starting to get a fair bit of tough, which is nice. Yeah, that all trimmed down. Finish off that main hull, because that's really what I want to do. Because I'm hopeless for getting, like, halfway through a build. And then, like, getting ADHD distracted from it. It's like a hyper-focus, get bits of it done, then go, you know what, bored now, never touching this again. And it's not great. I need to make sure I am just policing myself a little bit harder on that. That's why I can never really get like mega builds and stuff done. I've done a few in the past. And like one of my favourite combinations for one was I did a big like almost like a civil service building. Like, sort of like, oh, what's it called? It's like, St. James's Hall? I'm stupid, so let me have a look. No. I know the one I'm thinking of anyway. It's got, like, the big, like, round roof and stuff, and... I've not thought about that in a long time, so I'll explain why I can't remember what the fuck it was. Either way, get Twitch back open instead of that random Google search. That's probably helpful. But yeah, end stone, end brick, and nether brick. Really, really nice combo. To be fair, I'm also a big fan of, like, stone brick and nether brick. I think stone brick and nether brick, like, with, like, a nether brick roof, looks awesome. Nether brick is just one of my favourite, like, roofing blocks. Or, like, if you're adding, like, a trim, it's a really nice pop of colour, because it's really quite dark, but it's also got, like, that reddish burgundy hue to it. It's awesome, awesome material. I don't use as much of it as I should. Mostly because it's a bit of a pain in the ass to get, but, you know, these days I'm not too precious to take apart a fortress. Saying that, smelting it down using buckets of lava these days probably makes it a little bit more bearable than going out and finding all the fuel to make the bricks. And you do wind up with far too much netherrack just for exploring the nether. I feel like they maybe need to give that a little bit more of a use. It's a very handy, like, decorative block, but, actual netherrack, just kind of useless. It'd be cool if they did, like, a netherrack brick that was, like, almost like a... not, like, fleshy, but, like that netherrack tone. And maybe, like, it's, like, a really rough brick. And, like, with all these other bricks getting, like, a cut variant, like, imagine, like, cut netherrack. Like, in reality, like, the sort of characteristics in netherrack as well would make it a phenomenal building material. Like, it's fireproof, in as much that, you know, it doesn't get burnt, it just burns forever. But it's soft and malleable while remaining rigid enough to form large structures. So, like, for roofs and things, it looks like it's the sort of thing that'd be phenomenal for doing that. And then, of course, you can bake it into the brick. Which does leave you wondering what sort of stuff goes on with netherrack. Is netherrack, like, more of a clay-like material? That's an interesting one. Oh, I'm thinking I'm tired and I am just talking absolute drivel. I like to think I'm smart, and then I talk absolute shite for 20 minutes, and then I realise I'm actually an idiot. Oh. How are you up there? Like, maybe from, like, up there, but like, that's a silly spot to be hiding, Mr. Skellymans. You're just there to cause me pain, Mr. Skellymans. I don't like being in pain. It makes me hurt. And then I cry because that hurts and I'm sad. West is the way to our cave tunnel, so... yeah, that way. I need to have a look at Mix It Up, because I've got some automated messages that go through into my Twitch chat, but I don't think they come through into the YouTube chat, so I need to have a look at those. Oh, those poor fish. Can I see if I can get a sneaky cheesy music disc here? Only if the skeleton actually didn't frickin' die. How did the skeleton die? What are you guys doing? There's a couple of spots really deep that are, like, just awesome, like, glow ink farms. That's the entrance to an ancient city. So at some point I will be carving my way down there. I'm just trying to decide what kind of entrance I want to use for that. Because part of me is like, do I just build, like, a nether portal as, like, the entrance point? Which I'm tempted to. And then sort of still leave it cut off from everything else, almost. It's definitely one way of doing it. I need to come round this cavern wall. And then our tunnel should just be over here. Oh, I've got the odds. Oh, we've got loads of axolotls. Well, yeah, we're around this corner. Still just a little bit far away. Oh, gosh. I don't know what it is. I'm just tired at the minute. I know I'm usually tired. I think it's just my back's playing up. It's winter time. So I want to do more streaming. but again, like just recently, I'm just absolutely spent, and it's not the easiest thing to do, you know. I've always been the kind of guy that likes to sit there and sort of play quietly, and then he realizes like 7 hours have gone, and oops, oh shit. Like, I love streaming too, so it's just making sure I'm balancing myself properly. Right, let us carve some of this. Do some like smooth bits as well. That's what I'm wanting to do. I'm actually going to follow this path round. And the same here, just run it along here, because I don't mind having these little 2 wides. They're a little bit narrow, but I actually kind of like that. Like, I usually build quite like wide open spaces, and I'm wanting to sort of like stretch the way that I usually build. I got that social thing running a little bit too often. Oh no, that's the ad break. That shows what planet I'm on tonight. Ooh. Oh, I really wish I had a silk touch shovel instead. Like, fortune's nice, but like on a shovel, if I'm digging gravel, I want to make sure I get gravel, not flint. That's another material that I think they really need to give like more of a use. Because it's just kind of meh. Oh, and let's just keep trimming this lot up. And we'll get this going. Yeah, I've got a few bits and bobs that I kind of want to do at some stage, so like, I think I might start looking and seeing if I can get maybe involved in some collabs and stuff again. It's been a little while since I've done anything. I kind of miss people. Oh, arm is itchy. Ah. Already kind of done that bit. So what I might do is knock those out. Pack me does pickaxe on. I had no idea. Yeah, we got some space there. Let's just grab that stuff up. I need to come in and see what I'm going to do to decorate the insides of these pipes. kind of want to be able to see what's going on here. So I might like just fill that in with glass. And then I need to put something in the back. Oh. It's just a piece of dirt that thinks it exists when it doesn't. Silly dirt. Would you like to come over here, Kimpton? I need to start naming some of these creatures, because I know what I'm going to call them. Now, this cat is Mishka. Little ragdoll. I've got the allays. I've got a doggo over here that I need to come up with a name for. I need to come up with a name for the ghast as well. I'm just trying to, like, because that's what I've really wound up spending a lot of time doing across the time I've been playing, is getting stuff. So I mean, I've got a lot of the stuff that I need to really start doing some of these builds. I just need to actually knuckle down and do them. So it's like I've gone and got myself a cat, which I might go and get another couple just so I can breed a few. We've got a couple of horses here. We've got a really, really fast horse. This one's great. This one's Jericho. I need to give him his name. I'm like, next to you, horse. Jericho is slow as shit, but he's good at jumping. No one gets some frog lights. Frog lights is definitely on the list, because I've done a frog light farm before. And I would like to get another one going. I just need to get on top of the nether to do that. So it's just kind of one of those jobs. That immediately looks more lived in, though, just having a trim. That's done wonders just for having that. I do want to take that down, because I don't want to waste a piston if I don't have to. But I might just hide this. Because there's light in there already, and I kind of don't care about that bit. Yeah, just putting that around just immediately makes this feel much more lived in and more, like, intentional, which is weird. No, put my stone down. What are you? Are you Silk Touch? You are. So, this is something that people still debate, and they really shouldn't, because it's true and it works. It's less useful on crops like wheat and wheat, but for carrots and potatoes in particular, or if you're just looking to get lots of seeds and multiply your gains, use fortune on your crops. Right, I'm going to punch this wheat here. We've got 3 seeds. Planted one back. Fortune's favour on this one. We've got 4 seeds. Let's fortune this one. We got 5 seeds. So, like, you might normally get like 2 or 3 seeds out of one wheat, but if you use fortune, you'll get more seeds, which means more bone meal if you're using that. It takes no durability off the tool, but it also applies to carrots and potatoes, and you can get a lot of carrots and potatoes using fortune. So passive breed like villager farms, brilliant. If you've got infinite bone meal, whatever, use the old dispenser farm. But if it's early game, but you've managed to nab yourself a fortune tool, like even if it's like a fortune pickaxe out of a nether portal, use it for your crops. It'll last forever and get you more value. However, we only got 3 wheat there because we've not really got much going on. Have I got a shed load of bone meal somewhere? I think I do. Oh, that's right, I was doing my wheat in this. Because they changed the way like the light works. I need to double check how to make these where they actually work in the automated fashion, but... And if I just hold left click because I'm on the server, it thinks I'm breaking the farmland and does eventually destroy it, which is annoying, but... Yeah, you can see the farmland is getting fucking break marks. So we may go and expand that wheat farm up the top. It's stuff like this that makes me miss Create. I really like the Create mod. I think it's a fantastic mod, and I might do a Create world again at some point. But we'll see how long this world goes, because I do enjoy vanilla, and I don't play it enough. Let's have a little snooze. Well, I've not actually snoozed here in a while. That's probably unsafe. Saying that, how many times have I died? Statistics. That's damage. Collect turns, furnaces, mob kills. Not killed any players. Oh, I have only died once. And that's for 70 hours of play? That's not bad. Yeah, I died quite early on. To be fair, I've really not slept in a bed much. Got a few bits and pieces still to do. I've done a lot of murdering. Can I help you? Just got them tied up because they get themselves into all sorts of trouble if you leave them too loose. I'm going to get you guys a nice little home with some bees and some sniffers. Because I did that before on an old Create server. And it worked really nicely where they went around collecting all the flower seeds. And then the sniffers just made the seeds and the bees just sort of existed. And it was actually a really, really nice farm setup. So that is something that we will be looking to do once I've got things arranged. I really wish there was more I could do with some of these seeds and things. My mud's back in here, isn't it? It's just annoying that packed mud takes so much wheat. Like, that's... It's not even a stack of packed mud. And I get that it's a farmable resource, but like, come on. Not there, mate. So what I'm going to try and do here is if you just randomly place blocks, it winds up looking messy. So what I want to try and do is, we've got the bricks that are still sort of like supporting here. But then it looks a little bit more smooth and maybe a little bit more worn down as you get away from there. And then we just have little patches that again look built up. Because that is something that drives me insane when people just overly texture. Oh, JC's invisible, he doesn't exist. You see, JC actually stands for John Cena. You can't see him. I'm going to go and grab some of that brown mushroom as well, actually. Where did I put them? Wait. There. That actually ties in really nicely, doesn't it? Do another couple of bricks on there. Because that's something that I really struggle to do, is see blocks as being something that they're not. So when I'm trying to like set up a block palette, I'm really not great at going, oh, that would work well together. Like, my brain goes, why would mushroom and mud not go together? Mushroom and mud separate. And then you actually just end up blending them and you get these really nice, like, smooth patches. Like, that'd be a really good transition, sort of like from the brick to the mushroom if you're doing like a gradient. I think that'd work really nicely. I think you can like sort of see the vision that I'm going for with this. We'll just fill that with mushroom. I was going to use regular packed, but I think that works. Then I might just put some glow berries along here just to keep this area lit up. Silk touch. Oh, of course, that's not even going there, is it? I need to move a lot of this stuff. Because right now it's kind of right where I don't need it to be. A lot of these chests and things I need to shift. Hey, Servin! How you doing? Ugh. I don't need torches I can use in the meantime. I do indeed. Boop! Hi! I'll probably do some more bits of the mushrooms in this bit. Small headache, but chilling. Glad to hear it. Take it nice and easy, keep hydrated. But not too hydrated, because if you drink too much, that can cause you a headache too. The more you know. Yeah, I want to get some more packed. Packed dirt and stuff in there. You... Actually... How does that look? If I expose some of the mushroom bits of these. Like the illegal texture. I think it's a little bit too pale. Yeah, that might be a bit too pale. Cozy. Is that the Kato cozy yet? I think it might be. He's here! We love cozy. Oh, he's been having a bit of a rough time of things with some health stuff, but to be on Minecraft. That was something that used to annoy the hell out of me as a kid. Like, when I was poorly, I'd like to like play games and stuff because it's a really good distraction when you're feeling like shit. My mum was always very sort of, if you're well enough to do anything, then you're not really poorly. I get that's one way of like stopping a kid from like maybe pretending to be poorly to get off school or whatever, but I was always a good boy. I was always a good boy. I'm like the goodest boy. That's a fib. I'm terribly behaved. I cause chaos wherever I go. But I was always a good boy. Actually, don't mind just putting like a wall of vines on there. Oh! Where has the boy spawned? everyone's pretended to get out of school a few times. And I say I was a good boy. I was really not a good boy. For the most part, I was a good boy. But there was a period where me and my sister would skive pretty regularly. And like, to be fair, it was a shithole school that didn't really care. But just because they didn't care didn't mean my parents didn't care. So like, my mum would go to work, and we'd basically like pretend to leave to go to school. And then I used to think I was so smart for this, and it turns out I'm stupid as fuck. But I would leave, I'd go to the corner shop, I'd buy some sweets, and then I would turn my coat inside out and come back home thinking nobody would be able to understand, like, know that it was me. I was not a smart child. I was book smart, but I was reality stupid. And it was all fun and games until one time, like, my sister was actually poorly. And I pretended to go. And then I came back home, you know, usual routine. And then my sister went, no, I'm actually poorly, so mum's coming home. And I shit myself. So I absolutely ran to school. And, you know, I was a couple of minutes late, and I remember I was absolutely legging it, and I went arse of a tit. I fell over hard, right in front of the lollipop lady. And I absolutely skinned my knee. Like, there was no skin left on it. And it's like, how do I explain that I skinned myself running to school after pretending that I was here? Oh, God. I was not bright. I mean, I was smart enough to get away with it for ages, but I was not a clever child. To be fair, it was not a good quality school. It was the kind of school where uniforms weren't required because it was, you know, it couldn't afford to basically brand itself, which is mad. Pretend so hard, went to the doctor and gave me a note for a sore throat. Fucking hell. Serving out here, scamming the doctors. No, it's one of those things that I think every kid has to do at least once, is skive. And to be fair, pretending to be unwell is like, it's a basic human skill. Like, we could all be, like, daft and be like, oh no, we should all be upstanding. Pretending to be poorly is something that everybody needs to be able to do. We called that playing hooky. Exactly. It's, for me, it was called bunking off, was the way we'd describe it. You were bunking off school. Which I didn't do, and this is nothing to be encouraged. It was a very bad move, but fuck me, was it fun. So sometimes you need your own personal day off. Sometimes, yeah. To be fair, that school, I was, believe it or not, and I'm sure you'll all believe it, is I was that smart pain in the ass kid. I mean, didn't do my homework. I was very much, I'm going to do what interests me, and I'm going to be really smart about the things that interest me, but I'm going to be an idle bastard. What do you mean, was? No, to be fair, I still am a bit of a dick for that. But I hated the kids that were smart, but, like, knew it and were arseholes about it. Every kid gets 3. That's it. But, I hated doing homework. I'd got into trouble a few times for sitting, like, while the teacher was going around collecting homework, literally speedrunning the homework. Because it's not that I was dumb. I just hated doing it. I still do. Like, if you forced me to sit there and do bloody, like, binomial equations now, I'd tell you to fuck off. But as a kid, like, oh, I was not necessarily well behaved. I was good, you know, don't get me wrong, I was well behaved. I just didn't take a lot of things seriously. And I still kind of don't. But it was good. Like, if I was genuinely just stupid, then that'd probably have been more of a problem for me. Remixing a bit of dripstone in these, like, rougher areas. But I wouldn't put the dripstone next to the brick, I don't think. Bonsoir, my favourite British man. Hello, Comuck. How are you doing, my buddy? I hope you are keeping well and that things are treating you just well. That life has been nice and straightforward and that studies are bearable at the moment. We were just talking about how much of a terrible student I was. I remember getting into a row with one of my teachers. Because we were discussing something. It was like, pick out a book and like tell us all something that you've learned from it. And I picked out a book on bugs. Because I hate bugs, but I like bugs. Bugs are fascinating, but I hate them. Get them away from me. But I like them. And I remember going like, oh yeah, so bugs, some bugs have like beaks that they use to like drink sap from fleshy plants and stuff. So like weevils and things. And this teacher was adamant that bugs do not have beaks. They are not birds. What am I talking about? Am I stupid? And I remember trying to find the book and like 2 weeks later finding it again because I think someone else had borrowed it and just being like, no, look, it says here they have beaks. I'm right, you're wrong. Because I was that sort of little shit. To be fair, I've always been very much sort of, if I know I'm right, like, I've been told it by something that I believe. Not quite as bad as that these days, but I was willing to throw down over the fact that some bugs have beaks. Oh. Fucking little 9-year-old me being an absolute shithead. And now I'm 31-year-old me being an absolute shithead, and you all get to deal with it. Sartana, the bug defender. Oh. I need more wheat. Why is packed dirt such a pain to get? I need loads of it. I should have been farming wheat this whole time, but I did no farming, and now I'm complaining that I have none of the things I have to farm for. I suppose I could go, like, village raiding and just crack open a few bales, but even then, like, ugh. Oh. It's weird to think back to, like, primary school and stuff, because it is quite literally, like, a lifetime ago now. Never feel quite as old as I do when I think about that. Yeah, that one showing the 90s where kids thought you all morph into beetle soup. See, I feel like I remember that. Was that Beetleborgs? It was Big Bad Beetleborgs! Like, it was like fucking Power Rangers, but with like beetles. Let me see if I can get just like some pictures of it, because it was so weird. Where are we? Where's my main capture? Main display. Yeah, Beetleborgs. God, I remember these. That was a long time back. But yeah, it was just like Power Rangers, but they were beetles. Oh. Same guy that did Power Rangers. I mean, to be fair, there's only so far wrong you can go with, like, dressing up superheroes that do gymnastics to defeat their enemies. There's nothing more powerful than mild gymnastics. And lots of sparks. Big bad Beetleborgs. Jesus. This is my flying mushroom pad. I hope you like it. Because I'm never taking it down. Oh. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. So for all that effort, I got 20 wheat. Which is 20 blocks, which is like 3 feet. So that might be a chore that I continue doing later, but just changing that wall up to like the packed dirt and things, that is immediately adding a lot of sort of charm to what I'm wanting here. And then I'm tempted to put in like a wooden arch just in this bit, just to, as the tunnel converts over to the bridge that then leads into the main cavern. So that is definitely a job for us to do. Let's dump some stuff off things. Like, if I'm just going to basically spend half of tomorrow farming wheat, I can do that in my own time. I don't need to make you guys watch me farm wheat. Because I think that might be a little bit dire. Do you want redstone dust, though, for what I'm about to do? So I've done a fair bit of fishing. I desperately need to... There's my other bucket. And I need you. And I want you. And I want you. So we've done plenty. I just need to actually start, like, organising things and setting stuff up. More phantom membranes. Slime balls are really quite useful now. Just take some of those and use them. Have I got any glowstone? There's a question. My chests, they wound me, they make me want to cry. My chests, they wound me, I think I'm gonna die. They're awful, they're terrible. This is how you know I'm a real Minecrafter. Because I'm just gonna have junk everywhere until one day I fix it all. And I do have hay bales! Ah! I knew just storing all of my crap in random places was a good idea. It really isn't. But yeah, that's how you know I'm a real Minecrafter, because all my junk is everywhere, and it's a mess, and I'll never find anything I want, and it's all just a monster. Some glowstone, water bomb double. Some more water bottles. It's another just useful thing from the AFK fishing whenever like I do get the chance to just do a bit of it. Because making glass, making bottles, filling up those bottles with water, it's just sometimes a bit of a pain in the arse. Wah! It's okay, I don't need those legs. Alright, I didn't pick up my nether wart, did I? Where have I put you, my nether warts? Oh, thank you for the donation, Servin! We are, of course, supporting Movember. And didn't store your crap everywhere. You'd never feel as random you feel for it from finding havens. Exactly. See, Comic knows what's up. But yes, we are supporting Movember, as it is Movember, and I have a moustache. Now, let's get that. No, I'm not moving myself to the mustache. I'm moving the mustache to me. Ah. Men's mental health is incredibly important, as is everyone's mental health, but with November being the month for it, it's just nice to support the bros. As I have said previously, men specially adapted to grow a mustache to enable them to gather krill at an enhanced rate. If you don't grow a mo, your bro will starve to death. Save a bro, grow a mo. Also, it just, you know, helps when people aren't quite as sad, because being sad really fucking sucks. Cormac is also a real Frenchman. Well, you have a chest that you know exactly what's in that chest, Cormac, and I know you do, because it contains the Holy Baguette. Don't you try and hide that from me. I know. So what I'm going to do here, just because I think it's funny, is I'm going to make a potion of oozing, which is a new potion in the game. Not that new, I think it's been in for a little bit now, but I just think they're fun to make. It's not storage, it's a shrine. It may be a shrine, but if it was in my world, it'd be storage. Oh, you can't increase the power of oozing. That is good to know. What I can do is make them throwable, because otherwise I just get slimy when I drink them. And that's just grody. So, I mean, this is not going to help us at all with the dragon. This is just because I want to make them. So if we come over here, and we let our zombie farm work for a moment. No, JC died! Where is Kato Cozy at? He is to the north. He's the king in the north. Let's just come to the top. Why? No, it's just being weird. Okay. So Cozy is... It must be around here somewhere. Up by JC's place. Turn KMO back off. On. The minimap's handy, I do like it. Alright, they're starting to get a few zombies in the pit. Tramway is full and I don't like it. Oh, I hate it when the trams are full. Oh, I never turned my little menu back off. Boop. There we go. But now we're starting to get some zombies in. These potions are really, really cool. Because all you need is a slime block and then you can just farm slime. So I've thrown that at them. These guys are now dripping with goo. And if I kill them, they turn into slimes! And then if I kill the slimes, I get slime! Now, so this is not well designed for these. But it's just handy, and if you want to, like, get pet slimes wherever, you don't have to worry about moving them, you just have to bring mobs that you can kill. So, like, just some eggs or something, get some chickens, make them ooze. But for one slime block, I've just got a stack of slime. So that is... That's just the way to do it now. And there's more that are back there that I just can't get to because I bought the farm. No, I can get to them. Okay. And that's more than a stack of slime for one potion. Which, you know, you can get 3 out of 1 slime block. So, getting slime these days... Unless you're farming, like, industrial quantities of slime. You can just get away with the potions. It's awesome. Let's just knock them out so that they're no longer in the thing. The only issue is, I'm all goopy too. Right, cozy up by... They must be at the Woodland Mansion. Why am I swimming? I made a boat for that. Oh, full tram is worth it to get home after a Wii afternoon. Ooh. What were you playing on the Wii? That's the real question. And why wasn't it Wii Sports Resort? I just saw a Kato Cozy name tag in the distance. He's sneaking up. Shh. You know what to do. Why is that misogyny? Put is...
What the fuck? What the hell am I hearing? What the fuck is this? I'm going into some cave. There's a horrific squeaky coming. Ow!
Sneak attack!
Ow! You actually almost one-shot me.
It's a good job I didn't have my real sword.
Not your real sword?
Nah, this is my real sword. I've just not finished it yet.
Sword's not your real sword?
No, this is my baby sword.
Oh my goodness.
Should turn off those map
So
markers.
You slay babies with it, and I'm
Yeah.
a baby.
Babies are excellent sources of food, especially with looting.
Pure protein.
Om nom nom.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be upstairs in the Pale Garden, because that's my place.
Fucking do it.
And I imagine I'm going to die a lot.
I mean, I'll be straight with you. I've already took all the creaking hearts.
I don't even know what those are.
They spawn the creaking, who is unkillable and will kill you with his face.
Ah.
So I've already stolen them all. So like, that's it. It should be okay aside from normal shit.
Could you put those somewhere else and then the creaking spawns there?
Yeah. Because the idea is you attack the creaking and then the heart makes like resin spawn on the blocks that are around the heart. So you can like get the creaking into like a little block, beat them to death and make baked bean blocks.
Baked blocks.
Baked
Is this
beans!
how you Brits farm beans?
Yeah. We find ancient spirits of the forest and punch them repeatedly until we have bricks of beans and then we ship them.
Uh-huh.
It's well known. I hope you don't mind my lovely sounding companion just sitting there gasping to death.
I mean, to be fair, you made even worse noises.
Heinz has huge redstone contraptions in the woods. No, they don't, Comut, because they've got to have like 31 blocks of unspawnable terrain around the farm. Unless they've slabbed the woods. Welcome to my home.
This is a really nice place.
It's okay.
Only okay.
And there's somewhere cooler right round back.
Oh, hi there, doggy. What'd you name him?
Well, he's not got one yet.
He doesn't have a name?
Nah, he sucks.
Why is it these flying imps?
LA's! They're little fairies.
And you have them roped up.
Yeah. Industry.
Uh-huh.
Well, I thought that little cavern was neat and I was going to make that my home, and then I walked through here.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
And it just keeps going. And going. And going. It's pretty.
I'm actually speechless. This is the first time I've seen anything like this.
This is vanilla generation, baby.
What?
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it, but it's really nice.
My god.
I mean, we've got a little, like, corruption stain down there, don't worry. That's just where the Satan forgot to wipe, but still.
Oh yeah, no. Every beautiful place needs to have some sort of eldritch horror part.
Yeah, that's just, a few hundred blocks down.
Yeah.
That's going to be my real home in the ancient corrupted city filled with nothing but death.
The ancient sleeping city of Relay.
Not that one. I've got no squid monster. I've got a big blind guy with a bunch of souls breaking through his ribcage going... He screams real loud.
I bet he does. I think that's just part of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah, I was thinking about setting something up maybe down on that plateau, but then it's like... I found the city and I was like, nope, I'm doing that.
I think maybe you need to do something with the mine shaft that just spawned in here.
Yeah.
That's
It is.
the engineer.
It's just cool. And part of me dares not disturb it.
Sick as hell.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to live in the Pale Garden, just be careful when you dig down, because this is underneath that.
Yeah, I can. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's a good shout.
And there's loads of stuff. I've not really mined too much, so don't worry about crossing swords.
I mean, I don't think I need to worry about that. You can just kill me whenever you want.
JC spotted your death. This is why you don't tickle a Vindicator's taint.
I didn't do anything. I was walking through the mansion and suddenly I got attacked.
Yeah. The evil magic men. They make little fairies with swords.
I didn't know he was an evil magic man.
Everyone's an evil magic man.
I'm not evil.
That's exactly what an evil magic man would
That you
say.
know of.
That's two people with evil character arcs. Magic Man's not evil, he's just mentally unstable.
Is he here listening to us?
He's currently watching the stream.
Oh, that makes sense.
By the way, you're on stream. Don't say anything that could get you horribly cancelled.
Oh no, whatever will I do on stream that I'm also in?
Cozy doesn't agree that Hot Pockets are a real food.
Hot Pockets are just overblown ravioli.
I wouldn't know. They don't have them here. Is a sausage roll a ravioli? No, because they're not completely contained.
No, a sausage roll's a cannoli.
Ah, a savoury meat cannoli.
Yes.
The fuck are Hot Pockets? They're like little pastry
Yeah,
things
right.
filled with
It's
stuff.
like a Pop-Tart, but filled with meat instead of sugar.
Can I be filled with meat?
Actually, it's a calzone. That's what a Hot Pocket is. It's a calzone that you microwave.
They're like shitty pastries.
I have not had a Hot Pocket in 10 years.
Damn. I had a Pop-Tart like 20 years ago? My parents were very much of the opinion that if it's super sugary, it's not breakfast. Which is fair.
I can't say anything. I don't eat.
That is true, you photosynthesize.
A Pop-Tart's a cake.
It's a pastry. It's a toaster pastry.
It's a toasted pastry cake.
Toaster strudel! There's a little yellow guy! And a brown guy!
Oh, look at him.
They're just little guys.
So my render distance is so low that I can't render the other side of this cavern. So I'm just looking at the sky right now.
Yeah, it's me too for some bits of it.
And the sky is over there too.
I see clouds.
Imagine an underground cavern so big that it has its own atmosphere, its own weather patterns.
That would be cool. Your distance is 8. Bobby is a mod. Dang it, Bobby! That boy ain't right. No, I've got distant horizons on, so I get like just gaps in the chunks. But we've got sunlight there.
There's the ceiling. I love that hole.
Yeah. I think, like, Drago's house, Storm Drago, he lives, like, literally just over there. So I'm waiting for him to just fall in at some point.
Yeah, a little pool.
Fill that hole. You gotta at least buy me dinner first, JC. There's more mine shafts and just all sorts of good shit down here. And that tower of cobbled deep slate is my entrance to the city underneath. The hellscape of death that I'm pretty sure I've cleaned out, actually. I've got like one streaker left down there. That I know of.
Then I'm gonna go down there and take out all the torches.
Nothing spawns there.
What?
Ancient cities, like the deep dark, things can't spawn in it.
Oh.
There's one mob.
And then you killed it?
No, the mob kills you.
Oh, I thought you said you cleared it out.
Well, in the deep dark, there's these like wiggly tentacles that scream when you go near them. And then they set off other wiggly tentacles. And then if like a toothy thing hears them wiggling, it screams. And then the warden hears that scream. And then he comes and gets you if he hears you 3 times.
Well, maybe that's why you don't go into the library.
Maybe the warden can suck my dick. His town is mine.
I mean,
I fear no man.
the warden's not a man, is he?
I don't fucking know. All I know is he's big, blind, covered in goop, and souls are popping out of his chest.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound like a man.
Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
That's it. The warden from Minecraft. That's my hear me out. But yes, my massive hole is your massive hole. Do with it as you please, as long as you lube up first.
Welcome to the bone zone.
Give the warden a bone.
Not
Not a human that you can just kill it, it's allowed. I'll kill everything, Coma. Yeah. Yeah, there's all this shit, so
Magic gardener.
make cool stuff. And if you need anything, like, feel free to swing by and just grab stuff, because, like, my hole is full of shit.
That's fair.
How to find the way back out. Now that it's all lit up, it's impossible to find it. I'm pretty sure it's up here. What's up, Spud? I'm on push to talk and I keep just like leaving my thumb on the push. You are, mother. Oh, Gesundheit. Rah. No, I literally have it bound to like mouse 4, so I'll sit there and realise my thumb hurts and realise that I'm still on push to talk.
Someone's getting torched, and it's gonna be me. Gonna get.
This is my favourite music disc.
Oh my god. My life is flashing before my eyes.
Oh, it wouldn't hurt that much.
What the fuck is going on in here?
This is my favourite song! Hey, bring that back! Just because I can make more!
Throw that in the water. Joke's on you, dog. Ooh. I don't even have it now.
Where? No! My baby! Where is she? Glub glub.
Alright, I'm gonna go find a cute place to put my house.
You can breathe underwater here.
Yeah.
As long as you've got that little eye in the corner, you can breathe underwater. What the fuck did that squid do to you?
Get forward.
He existed.
God, it's so bouncy, I keep missing the boat. Num 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 num. That's right, get in that safety tube and never come back. Ah, it's coming back! Yeah! Evasive maneuvers! That's right, I have 3 dimensions in which to avoid you. No!
Oh.
Got your boat! Oh, my head! I can't breathe! Ooh. I've not got your boat!
You do?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, you silly goose. Coming out here and trying to murder a man who's done nothing wrong.
Uh-huh.
I like the way you float. Ah! No, that's my copper.
No, my boat's gone again.
Where is your hitbox drowned, baby?
There we go.
Where the fuck is the hitbox on
It's all
this?
fixed now.
Joke's on you. I wanted it fresh. The funny thing is, I actually did. Oh, see, this is the shit why I like what, just being on a server. Like, you don't often get this, like, just silliness on your own. Like, yeah, you've got to be a little bit mindful when you're playing with others, but it's just fun. That's it, shenanigans! We love shenanigans. They are the best kind of nanigans. Are there any more hay bales? Do I, like... I've now found myself just yearning for more hay. I've got another stack of wheat. What the fuck is wrong with me? I've got all this wheat and I've been sitting there panicking about growing wheat. Oh, focus on this last 2%. No! Just before you die, Cormac, I need you to know that I love you. Growing weed. We love growing weed. I love doing drugs. I don't. I'm a good boy. I say that, you know. be a liar if I said I'd never done anything, but nothing recently. Because it's expensive and it's not really worth the hassle, I'll be honest. Folks make out like it's the best thing ever and it's just kind of meh. Oh, fucking JC out here doing that caffeine. He injected one whole caffeine. That does explain a lot. No, I am a good boy. But you know, when someone offers you something in uni, and you're drunk and you say yes, then you wake up with a dick in your mouth. That's a joke. Love you too, buddy. Thank you. Better have just been an explosion sound effect. Don't do dick. That's just my workplace motto. Don't do dick and get paid for it. No, that's a lie. I do a decent job and I'm proud of myself for the work that I do. do. I'm just not inclined to try particularly hard anymore because I'm tired all of the time. do. He said poopy! I feel like I could possibly put a little bit more brick there. And a nerd wee gun. Oh, nerf. Has Cozy seen the Guardian farm? I don't think Cozy's done anything. Like, Cozy's been here for 3 minutes and been dead. Here's the thing. Guardians have been in Minecraft for years. You shut up. No, I like my guests. It's just sometimes the constant cat noises are just a little bit... I mean, at least it's not like ooh-woo harder daddy. If it was making those cat noises, I'd probably be a bit more concerned. Speaking of cat noises, Spud is now shouting, so I'm going to have to check the time in a second. Right, I'm going to put some tuff in there. That wall's starting to look a little bit nicer. Oh shit, it's 10 past 10. She's only just started properly screaming. Right, I'm going to put myself in a safe spot, and then I will feed this cat. Thank you for the timer there, JC. Right, I'm going to go into BRB, and then we'll be back with yous in a few. Come on, Stinky. And there we are. Baby Bubba Nubs is full of chicken and lamb tonight. She felt like being a chicken and lamb baby. Because we like to give it the choice, because sometimes you just got to mix up what you're feeding your pets. End of the day, you wouldn't want to eat the same shit over and over again. Don't make them. At least that's my mentality on it. And you can tell when she's starting to get a little bit bored with what she's being fed. Still reach them. That's really like to sort of do a little bit more in this, which is what I was really looking for. Just changing the walls in here, at least on the upper layers. And maybe switching the lower layers to like mossy cobble or something. Just add a little bit of something. Oh, JC needs somebody to have a quick nap. That looks like a game over screen. Yeah, it's maybe I'll be screen. Like the neat thing about that actually is, so if I just switch back over to it, that original bit of paper was my old BRB screen with like the coffee stain and stuff, because it was just like a bit of parchment. So Pearls said she'd bitten off part of it, so I've let Pearls eat part of my BRB screen. Coffee stain's still there, and we've just sort of like added some stuff, so we've got like the old gears that I used to use. We've got a little bit of a shitty toolbox, probably needs redrawing at some point. We've got get milk on a sticky note. I don't even remember what that says. Something about balloons? Fuck knows. And then we've got, you know, our little Earl viewed from the top. And obviously our little, like, old do not use sticker on the old gears. I just thought it was nice to, like, reuse some of those older little bits and pieces. Because like, I made them, they might as well still continue to get some use. Like I always say, like, my channel's always been a bit of a work in progress. It's never been sort of a, this is my complete thing, and then we have a complete rebrand and go, right, this is my new complete thing. It's always been sort of developing, and I think that's just nice. You know, that's something that a few folk need to think about as well when they're streaming. It's like, you don't always have to be quote-unquote done. It's a constant exercise. Like, don't be annoyed because you've not got things perfect yet. Sometimes you just got to start doing stuff. Alright, put our bundles away. I just love being able to just like carry around a load of bundles inside a bundle. Ugh, blah 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 blah. Lovely, lovely little Vimto. We'll do the potions of slow fall. I might do that tomorrow, like before stream and stuff. You know what? We'll put an actual good music disc on. You guys gonna dance to that? Or are you not able to dance because you're on your leashes? Ba 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 ba. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, other side is great. I'm looking for trail ruins so I can try and get relic. That might be something actually, because we've got an old growth birch forest near base, and we've got a jungle on the other side as well. That might be something fun to do just for a little bit. No, you know what? I'm sticking with projects for now. I'll do the wheat farming and the potions off cam. But I want to show off what we were working on with the Ancient cities. Let me see. I've got a bucket of water, actually. That'll do the job. This song gives vlog. I just really like Other Side, Relic, Pigstep. They're really, really good. I'm glad that they've sort of updated them. Like, updated some of the songs, because... Is it C318? Like, his songs are all fucking brilliant. And they're definitely more Minecrafty, but these ones are a little bit... C418, that's it. Oh, why my brain always goes off with him? Yeah, he's no longer contracted. He was sort of working, you know, basically when Notch was still there. And he's definitely got, like, a very unique sound. Especially because a lot of his tracks have got, like, a weird, creepy vibe to them, almost. Like, I think people universally agree, like, Cat and Maul are, like, the best, like, happy ones. But he's also got a few, like, that just... There's some that I would just never put on, but I would listen to be like, oh, cool, I've got this. But stuff like Other Side and Relic and Pigstep, I would just put on just to have on. Really like Pigstep. I am a big fan of the Pigstep. Alright. So we got that water flowing, which means once we're down here, and just swim back up. Yeah, because we're now carving through the skulk. You can stop fucking clicking, skulk sensor. You can see. If I go up top again and remove the water and then re-add it, that'll clean up. Now, I know I have removed most skulk shriekers. There's one underneath a POI down here that I've not cleared. But the plan is to basically come on through and clean up a lot of this. But I also want to bring some of the lush cave and stuff down here. Like, I really want to get this alive. I'm significantly less perturbed at the minute because I have cleansed most of it. So, we shouldn't get into any trouble with wardens, etc. There's just one area that we might upset one. I need to get Bobby so I can clean out some of these little, like, LOD bits, but it's a job for later. Yeah, so I've spent a fair bit of time down here. I've cleaned out most of the chests. We've got some regen potions, which I'll be picking up for the dragon fight, because they're just handy to have. To be fair, we're probably going to clear the dragon within a few seconds, because we might be, like, thick, but, like, most of us are at least aware of how to fight it, so... When potions are slow fall these days, like, the one scary thing it can do, which is launch you off the island, it can't really do. Potion of slow fall, and a... oh, what is it? Potion of slow fall, and an ender pearl. And you're good. You can't really run out of ender pearls in the end. What I might do is start knocking out these chests that I've already cleared. Yeah, it's quite a sizable one. I think I've got a... Looking at the map, there's an amethyst up there. So that's something that's worth coming back for. These are clear. But there's a lot of sensors and stuff, and I might start picking these up. Just because they're annoying. Like, they're really cool for setting stuff up. Yeah, like, regen pots so I don't have to go out fighting ghasts. Just knock out the chests just so that they're gone, because I keep checking the same ones over and over again, thinking I've not looked in them. Which I shouldn't do, because we've got Jade on the server, which is basically like, what am I looking at? Gonna go sleep now. You look after yourself, Cormac. Have yourself a really good rest, and hopefully I'll catch you next time I'm on. Yeah, there's another copy of Other Side, so I've got a few of those now, so... I'm surprised that such a happy song is pulled out of this. Like, I know what people have talked about before is like the pseudo lore of Minecraft. This is one of those fridges. I've already been in here, so we've got like bits of snow and some packed ice. I don't know if there's any other chests like hidden in here. If there are, well, I'm sure I'll find them. Yeah, I know where that one is. I don't really need to worry about cracking that because there's just one freezer in this city. There used to be a shrieker right there, which was really annoying. There we go, there's one. So, because we've got Swift Sneak, these things are significantly less scary. And I've got me Silk Touch hoe. Like, I actually found just like a flawless hoe down here. It's the one I'm actually using. Yeah, Silk Touch Efficiency 5 and Breaking 3 and Mending on it, and I was just like, fair enough! You know what? I will take you. Yeah, if I want to properly rebuild this, I might change some of the like the wall colours. We'll see. But the plan is to come down here, so I'm going to build a frog-like farm. We're going to use that to set up like lampposts and stuff everywhere. I've got a lamp design I was using on the Cobblemon server we were playing on a few months back. Where essentially it's like a main light source, but then like glowberries coming off it on the side, so it looks like it's like a natural light. So it does just produce like a fair amount of light, and it just looks really lush and nice. So we'll set them up. But because it's deep dark, like, there's nothing here. Things can't spawn here. The only thing that can spawn down here is the water. So it makes it a really safe location to set up a village once you've cleared out your screechers. So the plan is, at least for most of it, to at least get rid of the damaged areas. I don't mind leaving the skulk for now, and maybe fixing that later. Oh, I'm trying to remember where that screecher is that I'm struggling to find. It's like underneath one of these things. I think it might be on the other side of this walkway. Like, at this point, they were scary when I was investigating. Now, they're just mildly like, oh god, can you go away, please? And look, oh no, my pockets, they are full. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, my pockets, they are emptying. Minecraft has a serious inventory problem, and I can't carry all of these things that I want to carry. Oh no, those bones into the bag. Like, if you're just an average player just playing and mucking about, like, inventory has not been a problem for a while, and they've just added more solutions for it. It's just if you're a mega builder or something. Oh, that's actually the central, like, platform. I don't need to be up there. Already been into the redstone bit inside that. Of course, these walls, I can't just hop over them. Let me out. This had about 6 screeches on it at one point, so that one was a bit nerve-wracking to get through. Yeah, you can see I've basically been through the whole place, and there's some areas that are just really infested. This one wasn't the hardest city I've ever done. But, you know, it was still sort of standard level challenge. Still got a wood pile, not wood pile, wool pile over there. There's one around here that's got a screecher somewhere underneath it. And I've just not been able to find it because I've always been on my third strike when I wander near it. That's another copy of 13. I really wish you found more records than, like, Cat and 13 in standard loot. Don't get me wrong, I like them, but, when that's all you find, it's like, come on, game. You can do better than that. It's around here somewhere. There you are, you little bitch. I have been looking for that for hours. I just finally managed to reset the bloody countdown. So, as far as I'm aware, that is now the immediate deep dark, perfectly safe. Which is really neat. Is there anything up here that I just want to nab? Some more regen pots. Grab these up. Lead. Anything else I can stack? Just grab those into my bundle. Look at the sea fortune. And grab the bones. Grab the potions. This stuff can just stay. It's just nice to see Cozy on for a little bit. Love the guy, and I don't get to spend enough time with him lately. That's just between both of us being just kind of fucked. Hey, well. Yeah, so I mean, all the sort of movement and stuff that is going to be down here is going to be movement that we add. So I'm considering taking down some of these sort of like little buildings and converting them into farms. Redecorating a lot of this deep slate, maybe replacing some of it with moss and grass, get some pastures and stuff going. Thematic livestock is something that I kind of want to think about. So using stuff like... oh, no, didn't want to grab that. Stuff like mushrooms rather than cows down here. Found a little nook in a fancy cavern, just need to think about how to decorate it. Heck yeah! That's what we like to hear. Always get a good nook. I'm so glad we can finally get like skeleton heads without like too much of a pain. There's diamonds in this. I'll have to grab those later. Like I say, I'm pretty sure I've got all the screechers, so this place is now safe unless you go sort of outside the city bounds. There's another area with a couple of ancient cities which we might come back and do on stream. Because I am still hunting for that silence armor trim. Because let's face it, it's just a gorgeous armor trim, and I want it. That's it. Yeah, I've come all the way around back to the sort of entrance, so there's plenty going on. I'm probably going to ride the ghast around and add lots of like hanging glow berries. I might leave the skulk in, to be honest, on the ceiling. Because I really like the animated textures. Like, skulk is just a really good block for doing, like, a night sky decor. Like, in, like, an enchanting room, if you put, like, a base of skulk and then maybe, like, a couple of layers of glass over it, like purple and black. Just so it's, like, hiding in the shadow almost, but then it's got, like, twinkling coming through. Like, aside from the fact that, you know, it's designed to look like a gross infection down here, it does have potential to be really cool in certain areas. It's just, unfortunately, it's squishy to walk on. I still think this is mad. Because, like, the devs have always said that they want the game mechanics to be able to be explained in-world without you having to go to the wiki, which is why a lot of things have been added, like ruined portals, stuff like that. So they were like, well, how do we explain basic redstone functionality to players? Because jungle temples and stuff. So, God, we are getting a lot of bots in tonight. That's like 4 in a row, all just from like the same bloody thing directing us to the same place. Twitch, get on that. Come on. It's a little bit mad. Yeah, they were like, we wanted to have things where you could learn about them out in the world. Honestly, I feel like there's some things where they could have done some of these slightly differently. Like, I mean, this doesn't mean anything at all. This is just a weird little nook. I don't get this one. This one's the idea of showing you the difference between redstone power going through a solid block versus a transparent block. And then one of these, not this one, because the lectern one is about comparator outputs. That's target blocks and... is it one-tick pulses? Yeah. Because that's a pulse extender that is not meant to be on that long. That's a skulk sensor. Waterlogged skulk sensor. That's weird. How am I supposed to activate that? Ah, see, that sent the signal through. What this is supposed to show you is how, like, a redstone pulse runs, but I think there's something in the water there which is causing it to just keep setting off. There we are. Yeah, you can see the power of the charge is now reducing. And if I come back over here... oh, if they're waterlogged, you don't hear them! Oh! Yeah, because they were like... there's no sort of in-world tutorial for redstone other than people just being expected to play with it. They added an entire tutorial area underneath an endgame structure. Don't ask me why. Well, I know why. It was... who was it? It was one of the hermits, wasn't it, I think? And a few other folk. They were like, wouldn't it be cool if... might have been a Zoomer, actually. I can't remember. But somebody was pressuring them to basically just like add that as like add a tutorial thing. They were like, you know what would be cool if there was something like that maybe in an ancient city. And they went, sure, we'll put it under the portal. Well, fair enough. Yeah, so because this is deep dark, nothing spawns in this city. So it's completely safe. I can let villagers run around and they'll never get eaten by zombies unless I bring one down. So it just makes it really nice to control for what's happening. So even though it's really dark in here, it's 100% safe. And now I've gotten rid of all the shriekers. Not even wardens will spawn and cause us unpleasantness. And these pillars are actually lining up properly with the walkways for once. Let's say that this one isn't, is it? Nope. So I might have to tear this one down. We can do that. Yeah, I think it'll just be a really nice project and then sort of set up like a meeting centre. Heck, maybe even around here, just a couple of bells running along the columns. Sartana is the progenitor of the drow. That's right, you heard it here first. I'm going to fuck a spider. I'm going to take my wiener and I'm going to put it right in a spider. And the spider gods will be like, yo dog, you've got a penis, maybe don't do that. And I'll be like, dang. Although if a big hot spider dommy mommy was all like, yo, join my cult, I might be like, sure, you know. Maybe, just saying, just throwing it out there. Ah, that's right, because what I did before was a set of like little farms in these. No, I just need to come up with some ideas as to what I want to do with this place now. Like how I want to structure it, because I do want to bring a load of dirt and stuff in. Give me them diamonds. Or, I was going to say diamond. Yoink, yoink. Oh no, I've not got enough space for them. Bloop. There we go. Yeah, so this is going to be my project, I think, over the course of the thing. We've got like a big isometric map, but sadly with me building underground, I'm not really going to be on it. But it's the price I pay for being a fucking chud. Live, laugh, lolth. Oh, I really need to like learn more like D&D lore. Because I actually surprisingly don't know that much. I know bits. I'm actually going to drain that water and then I'm going to pour it back down so it'll just contain the water column in one spot. I need to decide how I really want to access it, because just dropping through a hole in the floor just feels like a bit of a cop-out for a grand city. Might see if I can do like a grand staircase leading down or something, and then have like a path leading up through here. So you genuinely like have to follow a road and then head down through like a ruined stairwell into the ancient city, so that there's an excuse to like maybe ride a horse around. And I am wanting to get mules and stuff as like a means of transport down here. So I really do want to set up like proper highways down here. Like this is the sort of place where I'd be like, if everyone on the server wanted to build like a city in here, it'd be fucking awesome. But that would require people to all go, no, we all want to build in the same place, and that would stifle creativity, so we cannot do that. We must not do that. Whee! End of the day, though, this isn't my cavern, this is a cavern, and everybody is welcome to spoil it. As long as I don't come down here and there's just a bunch of dicks, because I might, you know, cry a little. Yeah, a nice little goop hole is nice and safe now, so I can start maybe spending some time just clearing that when I'm bored. Problem is, there's like a dozen official universes. Yeah. It's... because I know there's like variations of the lore and stuff, and obviously as additions and culture itself, like outside of D&D changes, like what's within it is naturally going to change over time as well, so you can sit there and be like, well, this version, and then homebrew on top of that. Like there is no like solid framework. There's the official frameworks, which again, like you've said, a million different versions of them, but player creativity adding to that? Bleh! Who wants player creativity? But yes, I want to get these horses and use those as like ways to navigate deeper into the ruins and stuff. So we could do a bit of like a Lost City vibe. And then I'll put on a texture pack that makes all the villagers Hatsune Miku, and we'll just have like Miku Town. And it'll be grand. You go down there, you see things that no man was meant to witness. You know, you go crazy looking upon it. Seika Ite. Still really proud of this area, and I still want to get it finished though. I do want to remove those at some point, so just put them into those as a temporary fishing point. And the idea of the conduit, I think, is still really cool, so I might see if there's ways to hang more of those. Because if I can find more Nautilus shells and do some boat routing. Because I've got enough to... where is it? I've got enough to make another Heart of the Sea there. Like another conduit. And if I could just make a few of those, like, dangling down as, like, artificial suns almost, using a lot more of, like, the sea lanterns. I think that could be quite cool. It's just coming up with the ideas and actually implementing them. And I feel like I need to put like a room back there, because it feels like it's a bit of a pointless walkway. So we will maybe put something back there. Maybe a couple of like basic farms back there. That might be an idea actually. And then if I put them here, they're in like the deepest point of the curve. Just put some stuff on either side. Because I can even stack up a couple of farms and then just have like carrots and potatoes going as well, because I've kind of neglected them. And that does keep this as like a starter base. An actual starter base instead of the little hut I was living in for the first like couple of days. Still need to decide how I want to handle these, because I have like this hole down here which I've set up as like a tube that leads you through. So I might like wall this in and put the sniffers down here maybe. At least like my first batch of sniffers so that I can get them breeding. And I've got this like chasm that goes down, but I think that leads into the same area, so I could just cover this up with moss, to be honest. which I might just do. Get that hidden, maybe put some like clay underneath the actual like mesh there and just hide it. And then come round and replace some of these lower walls and things and decorate up this gas like dock. But I am a big fan of what we managed to do in this area so far, because like this was just like a flat sheet ceiling from like that andesite, I think. Yeah, that's why I want to cover up that hole. Yeah, this does connect it. Oh god, I'm stupid. It's okay, I can walk on nothing. But yeah, I can just cover that up and then maybe decorate that with some like plants and things. Have like a little under garden almost. So that is something that could be quite fun to do. You know what, let's do that now. Let's just do that now. Get that knocked out. Because we're waiting on the wheat to grow up on the surface. Whack some dirt and some clay and stuff down there. Let's dump out some junk. Might take some mud as well. Actually, I should have... Yep, there we go, muddy mangrove. Because then I grabbed up some plants and things that I can chuck in there that'll look quite cute. These extra discs and regen pots. That's enough for folk to have like 1 or 2 each, which is nice. So that should make the dragon fight a little bit simpler, which is nice. Grab a bit of bone meal, grab some grass blocks so I can get those going down there. Grab some petals, a couple of sweet berry bushes. Let's see if we can't set up something just a little bit charming just to like lean up here. Because if I come to this side and I just go and fill in some of this. Those are just azaleas, so I can just knock them out. If we do a little bit of something like this. So we can always like bone meal some of the moss just to spread it out a bit. In this area, we'll chuck down some muddy roots. An actual bit of mud. Carving that a little bit. And just sort of plop some roots down into the actual like water there. If I take a bit of grass, this will spread naturally because there is just enough light down here. I'll take some sweet berries because those will grow into little bushes. Take the azaleas and we'll pop those in little spots just to highlight them a little bit. Like there. Drop down that moss carpet. Might even plop that on top of some of that mud. And we've got a bit of grass. It's a bit of a shame you can't put grass on clay. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Ooh, the pink on the mud's actually kind of cute. Yeah, just a little bit of something like that, so it adds a little ledge. It just decorates that up a touch. Let's get a bit of bone meal, just one or two. I'll drop some of that in the moss that's down here. Okay, apparently I can't do anything with the top of that. Fair enough. But we've got that one. Anyway, it just spreads the moss a little bit. And then the rest should get picked up by grass or just remain as dirt, which I'm happy with. Just adds that touch of extra greenery down here. Which I don't really get with some of the edges. Because I do want to, over time, like, tuck some glowberries underneath some of these bits of the bridge. And I do want to add some supports coming down, because this does look a little bit like it's just sort of hanging. Supports might even just be, like, dark logs sticking out from underneath, just holding it up. Oh, goodness me. So if I wanted to do some farms, I would probably come in not behind this pillar. How did JC burn to death? Don't worry about it. That's the one thing you can say that immediately makes me worry about it. God, I love these guys. Now, this is one of the things that I really sort of was looking for when I came back into content creation. Because I've always been sort of crap at forming any sort of like friendships and stuff. And through things like the VHuddle, through just folks that have come and popped into stream and stuff, like friends of friends and stuff. I don't know, you guys just make me feel like happy and shit. And it's pretty gross and terrible, and I'm gonna call the fucking police on you. I'm gonna be like, yo, dog, that ain't on. What the fuck do you think you are, making me, like, feel like I've got friends and shit? That's fucking gross. You know? Just a few little farms we could probably set up straight away now that I've got some of the basic nether stuff. So what I'm thinking is essentially we do like 4 wide tunnel farms. So we do like one of wheat, one of carrots, one of potatoes, one of beets. And then this side we do like, well, maybe we do like the basic crops on these, and then at the back we do like a series of other little mini farms. So that's something we can kind of work on right away and get those running. So let's go and dump some crap, and we'll dig this tunnel out. And I can get some basic little farms going, and they'll just sort of do what we need them to do, which is just get us set up. This is why inventory is such a nightmare, is like sometimes you just get like 1 or 2 of the same like little bits of things. Again, just the bundles. Oh, I really enjoy the bundles. The bundles are just wonderful. Oh, that was my bundle of bundles! I keep wanting to hit the sort button, but I need to fix that version that I'm on. Right, you get up there. Law 1, you're going to do nothing. Iron mending pants? Probably need a couple more torches as well, don't I? Any sticks or anything? Oh, I can't wait to get my frog-like farm going. But yeah, we've got enough fragments to make another one of those awful, awful music discs. Like, 5 is just so creepy. And I get that's the point. But like, Why did I just do that? Am I half the dumb? Don't answer that. JC, don't be mean to me. I'm only small. Yeah, this just sort of pops out into the bit where the ghast was. So I mean, we can always close off this tunnel and stuff and like fill in the roof. And then we can do some support beams and stuff going up and over the water like supplies, like that should do some quite nice stuff. Because if I dig out just like a channel here, because this is where we're going to put the water, we're going to fill it in with copper grates. And then we're just going to have... Because I know it's going to be technically more hydration than I would need to add. But also, have you considered eating my entire anus? Aren't you grateful? I am. I'm grateful to JC because he set up the server and he was like, yo dog, this would be a really good idea. And I was like, you know what, that probably would be. And then he did it and it was like, shit son, this is a really good idea. And we're all having fun. And like, full of grates. You fucking got me. But yeah, JC's a cool dude. We love JC in this house. Yeah, and I'll just do like a little water farm and stuff out back. People need glasses. Ah, little did you know I've already ordered my new glasses, and they're coming on Thursday. I am +1 levels in astigmatism and short-sightedness. The optician was like, yo dog, you've increased your stats in the worst possible fucking ways. And I'm like, oh. Why did you tell me that? And they're like, ha ha ha, thought it was funny, bitch. And I was like, oh. Then I cried a lot. That's it. There's a question. How long have I made this channel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So 12 by 4 is 48. So I should really bring it back 4 more tiles if I can. Because then that'll make it 64 and I can just plant like 1 stack of each crop each time. And then we'll get a couple of like bone meal jennies out back. Actually, if I bring this back 1 more, and that gives us that little bit of leeway so we can put like maybe a fence in there or something. Yeah, that'll do us. That'll get some basic level crops and stuff going. Need to BRB emergency? No, fingers crossed everything's alright, dude. You get that sorted. Nothing worse than last-second emergencies. Ooh, right. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so if we bring this 2 tiles across, and that gives us like a central room to sort of wander through. And to be honest, having it 16 across plus 4, so that'd be 36 long all the way across. So in that back room we could do like a couple of bamboo farms, a couple of sugarcane farms. Just call it easy. Because some of these, like, will not need to make these farms again. And that's the main thing. It's like some of these farms will set up and like the little ones will serve us until the end of the game. It feels like that's off center, but I think it's just because of that torch. Yeah, suddenly adding that, that looks like it's even. That is just human brain at its finest, isn't it? I think I just saw a Kimpton push the door open. Right, let's count this out, actually. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rule of thumb with gravel. Just dig out the bottom one, place a torch or something. Nobody's got time for digging gravel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 3 more. 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm just using the Silk Touch pick for that. It's not the most efficient tool for the clay, but my shovel is fortune, and I'll just end up with a pocket full of clay balls. And I've already got like a couple of chests worth of clay balls just hanging about, so it's a bit slower. I need to get a Silk Touch shovel, because fortune shovels are lame. They're lame, and nobody can convince me otherwise. Clear this all out, and then we can start placing some dirt. Again, it makes it easier to calculate how much dirt we need, because it'll be 1 stack per farm. 32 grates, which is 8 copper blocks, which is 81 ingots, which is still a fair number of ingots, but equally. Like, if I just break this down. Oh, would you look at that? We've got all the copper we need already. Not quite, but you get what I mean. Like, the ability to use fortune on ore blocks these days is... it's one of the healthiest things they could have done for mining. Because let's face it, people were always just building farms instead of just playing, like, going mining, because it just wasn't worth it. You know, it's getting pretty bad when the mine part of Minecraft just is not really relevant to anyone. Like, the fact most people would just skip going and getting iron just to make, like, an iron farm in the first place. It's just mad. It's like, yeah, I'll just go and kill some golems. I'm not digging this gravel out manually, and I'm not doing the torch thing every time. It's alright for 1 or 2, but just insta-mine that. Get it out of here. Yes, it's flint. I won't even use that to make arrows because I've got a skeleton farm. But I guess I've got it. Oh. So here's the question. Does anyone have anything that they're getting up to this weekend? Because my plan for tomorrow will be on the server. I need to double check what time that's happening, because we will be going to the end to fight the dragon. And I'm probably going to bring a ghastling, to be honest. I want to see what it's like exploring the end with a happy ghast. It may be that we just wind up abandoning them at some point, but and I do feel bad if that does wind up happening, but equally, Like, we've got dried ghasts coming out of every orifice. So, not gonna feel too bad if we take a happy ghast to the end, and then it needs to be left floating freely in the void forever. That might be what I do. You know, if we go to the end and we aren't able to bring it home, we just let it loose in the end. We introduce an invasive species and expect there to be no problems with doing so, but it'll make me feel less bad in the immediate time. I'm a responsible member of society! Or I'm a complete dumbass, you know, it depends on what your thoughts are on the matter. I'm here and I'm dumbass. I miss using my little gremlin model. I need to use this more often. Now, I look through some of my logs and stuff, and like, I have made so many assets and so much cool shit that I'm actually really proud of. I just don't, like, get to show off half of it as much as I wish I could. I always, like, I don't necessarily want to be humble, but I try to be. But sometimes, you know, you just gotta suck your own dick a little bit and just be like, you know what? This thing I made, it's fucking cool. And yes, I see other people doing it, but you know what? I did it. And I did. I was like, you know what? I want a model, and I made it. And then I was like, you know what? I want a chibi model, and I made it. And then I was like, you know what? I want a better model, and I made it. And I just sort of kept doing that. And that's just what people need to do. Like, I wish I'd done a lot more of it, and I wish I was better at going, yo, dog, look how awesome I am. Because I've definitely slowed down a bit on that recently. I need to see what's going on with some of the VTuber awards and stuff, because the actual VTuber awards, I think the actual VTuber awards, the one run by Petri, that had its nominations open a little bit back, so I need to see when that's happening. And I want to look at the Vitamin V awards, because I know those are going to happen early next year, and I think the nominations have been open for that. Because those are just fun. Like, even if you don't get anything out of them, it's just nice to see who's about, what's going on. See some of the styles and things that come through. Because people just make some cool shit. I just need to get better at telling people that I've made cool shit. Because I've made some pretty cool shit. And I look at it and it's like, yes, some of the stuff that I've made is not like the same level of professional quality, but like, this little goober? I'm really fucking proud of this little guy. He's like really, really well done. And I did that. Yeah, that is right. I'm just having a moment of existential crisis because I just used a full stack and I'm like, did I count that right? Of course I fucking did. It was the one stack that I said it was going to be. Oh. Yeah, I think we get these put in, and then we'll see where we're at for the evening. Because to be fair, we've done a fair bit. We've had some shenanigans with friends. We have finally got the ancient city ready to roll. Set up a farm. Done some of the... Oh, what was the word I'm looking for? Some more decorating in the core area of our like starter base. We're just making some really nice progress on the server, which is always good. Because like that's something that I always sort of slow down on, and I just wind up doing some stuff, and then I never quite get round to just like building and getting things where they need to be. Or I get really into building, and then I just spend hours building one thing, and then I get really, really bored doing it. And it's just not great. Oh, well. Alright, get these in. Get the copper grates in. Blah, 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 blah. Is this 4 too long? Have I measured this incorrectly? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... Thought so. Just fill that in with stone for now. Unfortunately, this one's already part dirt. Yeah, there's a lot of new blocks and things that we can use for some of the farms as well. One of the best new additions for farming, surprisingly, is mud. So, I mean, these are fine. We can do whatever we really want with, like, the dirt farms. They're pretty standard. Because farmland is, and always has been, one tile shorter than regular blocks. But stuff like kelp, bamboo, and sugarcane, that needs, like, a solid block to grow on. But, mud counts as one while being a little bit shorter, which means it can be used for all sorts of cool shit. And because it's smaller, you can just put a hopper underneath it, and it counts as, well, it counts as being in range, so it can suck up items without them having to do anything weird. For now, what am I doing? Being stupid. Right, we're going to take that, we're going to put that in there. We're going to... Did I just dump my copper ore off somewhere stupid? Probably. I'll grab these and sort them anyway. Blocks, and then I want 32, but I've managed to click one extra time like a dingus. Waterlogged blocks can flow water into blocks next to them, which is pretty cool. So what I might do, because I mentioned before that like crops grow faster when they're in like a blended like polyculture setup. I could do this structured, or I could do this... I just need one bucket, the water's close enough. Climb the vines. Oop. But yeah, the water can sort of pass between waterloggable blocks if the waterlogged block contains a source block. Which, if we can climb up these vines, please, game. Thank you very much. And sort of scoot across. Doop, doop, doo. Is it this one I did? Yeah. If I put that water there, that is not doing what I expected it to do. Fair enough. Then what we do is we put a temporary well in. It works with stairs, but I think it's because stairs have technically got open sides. So I think that may be where I've gotten myself wrong. Yeah, so what I should do is fill this in and then put the copper in. Because what I can do here is I'll just go bloop. Then put the grates back in. So I've just done this the wrong way around. Because I am a spoon. I'm an adorable little spoon, though. So, can you blame me? Oop. No, we're not putting torches down. And again, grapes. Right, let's go and grab some crops. We can start getting some of these just growing. No, I don't want to do the melons yet. Or the pumpkins. Where are we? Some potatoes. I've got 2 potatoes. Oh, I know where I've got a bunch of crops ready to go. Unless they're all cooked because of my stabber. Which some of them are. Which is a little bit annoying. Come on, we are looking for carrots and potatoes. Not poison potatoes. Oh, excuse me. I know I've got beetroot seeds somewhere. That's the trouble with having these mixed chests. You can't always see everything that's on them. Come on, I know I've got some more seeds in here somewhere. I've got some carrots. Potatoes! I don't need 64. I don't need 96. I just need 64. Any more carrots, seeds, and where are my beetroot seeds? Because I know I picked some up. Wheat. I know I've got beetroot. No, don't put your carrots in there. That's silly. I'll take some bones so we can breed the carrots. No, I picked up some beetroot seeds because I was like, oh, these are pointless, but I'll grab them for collector's sake. I've probably looked at them 3 times and I'm glazing over them now because I'm tired. There they are. Told you I knew I had some. Right, so we'll do root veggies on one side, we'll do seed crops on the other. I'll take those off from the hotbar, because otherwise I'm just going to wind up placing torches on things I don't want to be placing them on. Come on, potatoes. Like, potatoes and, like, rice are, like, the best friggin' things ever invented. I say invented. Discovered. Because, like, potatoes are just a fantastic carb. boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. And rice is just so... Oh, it's great. Now, don't get me wrong, like, pasta's up there, but I think rice might beat it out just a little bit. Please don't kill me. Right, so I'm gonna bone meal these. Right, if you go down there, you go down there. Then I can do... So, without fortune, I get... Let's see how many carrots I had. Well, I'm on 8 there. Let's... With fortune, I got 7 carrots back. Without fortune, 4. So yeah, use fortune on your crops. It's like I've just immediately like got my carrot stores up way higher. Should be able to plant this entire row. Look, my eyes are glazing over. I'm struggling to see the ones that I'm not actually planted in. Oh, I'm too short. But still, you see what I mean? Like, we had like 20 carrots and now we've got nearly that entire crop plot filled. I'm actually just going to come over here and get the beetroots planted. We'll just let those sort of develop as they develop. Because I have very little to no interest in beetroot. They're handy if you've got a farmer that wants them. But generally speaking, they've got very little functionality. I honestly think there should be broadened recipes in the game. I think beetroot should be a core part of those. There's stuff like a beetroot sandwich and stuff like that that just gives you like extra saturation or something. Because the game needs more food. Food is such a basic thing, and if you don't want to engage in like good quality food, whatever, that's up to you. But giving it more sort of like combat buffs and things, I think that could be really, really interesting in developing the game further that way. Right. So yeah, we've got our core farms there. And I just want to come back here and open out one more sort of like long room with a couple of automated farms in it. Because these we can just come through and harvest. We'll decorate this up at some stage. But what do we need? So if we want like sugarcane, we need at least 2 rows. So if we say that's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it's going to be a little bit closed in, especially if we have, say, where would the cane be? It'd be for sugar cane. We'd have the cane here, observer, piece of redstone. We could bring it back, because that's going to cover the wall, actually. Yeah, I don't hate that. Now, in reality, we're coming up to there, because we'd have the redstone on there and a piston on here. And then the sugarcane here, and then maybe a chest down the bottom. Or we could bring it all up one. I feel like having this back room a little bit taller would be nice. This room I might like arch. Just to make it look a bit prettier. Then we do the same thing on this side for bamboo. And then we can do like a line for pumpkins and melons along the back or something. Yeah, because then this back row would just be the waterlogged blocks and then the mud there. Not the mud there. So it'd be waterlogged blocks along here. Ooh. Because these are the sort of farms I like to build. Like, I'm actually going to switch over to my fortune pickaxe because I do want some cobblestone for these. Because if I'm making a crap ton of observers, I am going to need some cobblestone. I like to use my silk touch one because I tend to use more bricks and stuff than I do cobble in general building. Plus the smooth stone's handy for repeaters, comparators, all that sort of general shit. But sometimes that does mean that I actually run out of cobblestone, which is kind of funny. Because you need it for like dispensers and stuff, and observers. Like an observer takes 6 cobble each. Dispensers 7. So like one stack will net you like 9 dispensers or 10 observers, which sounds like a lot, but they really aren't when you start to get into some of these bigger farms. Because I mean, what we're going to need here, we want 32 dispensers. Not dispensers, we want 32 observers. Pistons are 4 apiece. So that is 6 by 32 is 180, 192. Plus the pistons, so again that's 32 by 4, so that is 132. So I mean, already we're talking 2 stacks of cobble just for like one small farm. Shitload of iron. Like we're talking probably 300 iron ingots. Do it with like one piston, do like just like a regular one bit harvest now and again, which can be a little bit more lag friendly. Because like I wouldn't do a huge observer bamboo farm. I would probably do either a flying machine one or just literally have it sort of like either a timer ticks, or when one grows to 2 blocks on like the end, it just harvests the entire row. Because otherwise you just open it up to being super laggy if you've got like 300 different bamboos being observed at any time. It's just not fair to the server. If you're playing on a single player world, whatever, build ridiculous farms that cause as much lag as your computer can handle. If playing on a server, you're limited to whatever the server can handle, and if other people are building big farms, just be respectful, be mindful. Good news, everyone! Everything alright, JC? Cat was found. Oh, is it just like a moment of like, where the fuck is the cat? We get those all the time. Like Spud likes to hide in the stupidest places. He's pissed off as ever. Oh, bless. It's when he's not pissed off that you know something's wrong. Also, bad news, everyone! You're almost done. Chat, are we cooked? Are we cooked, chat? Chat, cooked, are cooked, we chat, cooked, we chat, are cooked, we? Yeah, I know. It's 9:15. Time to have a bath. What do you mean? We're already clean. Scrub, scrub, scrub till the water's brown. God, I remember watching them back in the day when there was like the I remember when creativity was the only Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. And nobody remembered the name of it because it was the only Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Why do I keep looking for my fucking crafting tables? I know they're there. I built this room that way on purpose. I really like one more bit of redstone. I've not really been mining redstone because it clogs your inventory pretty badly. Anyway, I do have some more. Right, just need the 32. I've got some pistons in here too, don't I? 21. So I need to make 11 of those. We're going to get these basic farms done at least, so I'm not going to disappear too quickly, because I want to make sure they're at least done, so that I feel like I've accomplished a decent amount tonight. Because I know we've still done a fair bit, but brain is also going, you've done nothing. You've done nothing of value. Look at you, you waste of human poo. And I'm like, no, brain, no. My brain's like, poo. And I'm like, why are you talking about poo? And I'm like, probably because I'm stupid. Right, so for 11, I need 3 times... times 11, which is 33, so I've got more than enough planks there. Why can I not do basic maths tonight? Pugtaurus streak! Hell yeah, baby! We'll love a good streak. Streaking in the moonlight. I'll just do that. Make as many pistons as we can carry. That's right, the damn things face you, so I'm going to have to climb up here to put them in. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, yeah, we're getting a few watch streaks tonight, so I just want to say a massive thank you, guys. Like I was saying earlier, like, I came to streaming to try and, like, make new friends and really just sort of get myself out there and a bit alive again. And it's just trying to find, like, the ways to say that you guys all make me feel very loved and I love you all and blah, 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 without being too homoerotic. No such thing as too homoerotic. Bring me that ass, boy. That actually needs to move over 2 more because I want a little bit of space in here to actually get in. So that is... not actually coming into here as long as I build this wall up here, which is fine by me. Hang on. Did I not make another observer? 1, 2, 4, 5. Did I leave those ones attached to the roof? Oh, I did. I was sitting there like, why have I not got enough? Because I do, and I'm stupid. And then what I can do is under here is just... And then back here... If I just fill in this top bit so that nothing can actually spawn. Always makes me laugh when someone builds something like fucking incredible, but they leave like these big gaps and it just like creepers spawn in it. They go into troubleshoot something and then everything just blows up. So this area is going to get waterlogged. So I can actually leave these in. We might change those at some point and decorate them. Oh god. Let's get rid of those sticks by making up some more torches, because I need them anyway. And if these are going to be the mud blocks, then these all need knocking out. And I suppose we can just have a chest in here. Or on here. Because if that's mud, this level, like in there, that's hoppers, yeah, then, because this will be basically covered up to, like, there. So let's pop that in for now. Again, I'll probably be knocking out some of this stuff later, but for now, this will do the job. Let's go and make some hoppers and some chests quickly. Oh, technical stuff. We love a bit of tech Minecraft. It's not even tech, it's just basic shit. Right, at this point, basic, like, piston farms and stuff are... You should know how to make them. Otherwise, I will judge you, and I will judge you harshly. Let's grab my bucket. And I was going to go and get some wood. We've got plenty of iron, so we should be able to make the hoppers that we need. So let's go out. We'll take down a couple of dark oak trees. That should get us enough wood. And then we can at least set up like a sugarcane farm. We can do bamboo, and that'll mean I don't have to go out for like wood for torches anymore, which will be nice. Because we can just make them into sticks and then convert those into torches, which will be handy, because I keep going out and chopping wood for sticks, which is just really fucking annoying. If we're considering putting some bigger farms up here, I don't mind taking some of these trees down. I just don't want to ruin the skyline too much if Cozy's up in the Pale Forest. Ooh, crops are done. Sweet. Take that down. We've got the timber data pack on, so we don't have to chop the entire friggin' tree. It just makes it very nice and easy. Pretty sure it does hurt your pickaxe quite a lot and stuff, your tools. But I'm not going to whinge too much. Oh no, there was an immature one in there, but I am not fussy enough to try and pick around it to... if I miss it, you know. And if all these seeds wind up stuck on the ground and despawning, oh no, what a shame. Oh, yeah, I've turned into a bit of a Minecraft tuber at the minute, just like I was a bit of a vintage story tuber. Which is still on the table, and I am insisting that I will come back and play that world. I've just really, like, I don't know, I need to sit down and just make a list of, like, the actual things that I want to build in it. Because I think that's part of the problem, is, like, I go a little bit blind to what I'm doing if I don't have, like, a specific plan. And I was just playing it kind of because I felt like playing it, as opposed to because I had huge plans. Hey, the J-Sister is back. The J ceased and desist. The Jesus Christ himself. The John Cena. The John Carpenter's The Thing. All that stuff. James Cameron. James Charleston from Charleston Chew. Jiminy Cricket. I don't fucking know, I'm just saying things now. Why did I get this one again? Chests. Are me have stupid? Yes, me have stupid. Go to bed. You know what? That might actually be a reasonable suggestion soon. We're going to get this sugarcane farm up, and then I am going to go and get some EP sleeps. Should be enough, because if we make 16 hoppers... Crash last night, head hit pillow, just honk shoe, me. Sometimes, though, that's what you need. Right, if I pop those in there... I can actually just put them both face into the chest, to be honest. Well, that one's inside the hopper line. Let's see if it makes its way to the chest, or if I've buggered one of these up. No, makes its way in. Sweet. Sick. Morty! Alright, so now what I should be able to do is 2 across. And I'll just put out all my torches. Aren't I a clever boy? And then we take our mud. And I need to put some actual like wall in there. And then some steps on that bit. Because at the very least we'll get the sugarcane farm in. Oh, and I should probably run the game chops command. Do that. And we are going to see that double, because I am just going to pop that over in the YouTube chat as well. Because I'm an animal. There we go, that's popped up. I need to fiddle with Mix It Up so that it actually puts the messages in both chats. But, again, that's a job for later. Like I say, constant work in progress. There's always stuff happening, but I'm just not the smartest at doing it. Blub, 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 blub. Because I know I stole sugarcane when I left the spawn tent. I know I've got some hanging about. Did I turn it all into paper, thinking I'd just go and get some more? Teach me your secrets, world's smartest gremlin tinkerer. The secret is watching far too much YouTube and having no original ideas. There you go, now you know. My deep dark secret and my shame. I think I might actually have used all my sugarcane. I thought I had someone who was decorating, so like, What have I done with it? Unless I did just turn it all into paper. This is going to be hideously unsatisfying if I can't put the... I thought I was using jade, because if I press like 1 it turns it off, and then if I press 1 again it turns it back on. So yeah, that's not actually done it this time for me.
Stone. Torch. Cave stone. Cave vines plant. Minecraft.
What the fuck was that? I pressed 5. There was a lady telling me what they were. Actually, I'm going to want some of this sand as well. I know it was the narrator, but like... When I did... That's it, yeah. Oh, where is the... Am I going to go back to spawn time just to steal some friggin' stuff? I think I am. At least I've got a harvest of that wheat crop, so I can replant the... Not replant, make some more packed dirt. So that'll give me something to work on, which is nice. Is my boat still here, or is my boat gone? I must have put it away. I'm going to get my boat back out. Because it is such a faff. Me? Dumb? Why, yes. Yes, I am. I'm actually really mad at myself for that. Oh. Yeah, it's I think it's definitely getting to bedtime, so we'll finish this sugarcane farm and then I will take myself to bed, because I'm clearly getting the dumb on a on an extra level. To be fair, I started out far more, like, lower energy on the stream, and then we've picked up a little bit as we've gone, as I've just sort of, like, perked up a bit just getting in. One of the reasons why I really like streaming, I just get really energized while I'm on. But it doesn't stop me being a fucking moron. That'll be enough glass to cover up the important bits. Streaming is your drug. That's one of them. Most of my drugs are prescription. The other ones are just pain relief. Alright, stick that down there, and then I can plant these canes on the mud. Nope, yep. I mean, that's what'll happen when one of them reaches full height. I just nearly shat myself when that happened, but that's what will happen. And then because we'll have a wall here, they'll all land on the mud and get themselves directed through into the chest like that piece of cobble did. I am a massive fan of these little farms. They don't do huge amounts over a long period. They're not the most lag friendly if you scale them up too far. But for the size that we've got here, this one will do the job just fine. I might even just do copper grates, you know. Because I don't think I've got enough glass there. Oh, we'll just go full ham on the copper. Fuck it. Get some grates and they'll cover it up nicely. We can still see through them. And then this will just chug away in the background making sugar cane. So we've got sugar for swiftness potions and paper for fireworks and other fun things. So it's a really, really basic thing. It's not going to do much immediately because it's just basically it farms as fast as the sugarcane grows. Which of course is impacted by random ticks. This like it grows just as fast on mud as it does any other surface. And I'll probably duplicate this over here and do the same with bamboo. The trouble with the bamboo one is it's not exactly lossless, but that's because bamboo is a pain in the arse and the actual bamboo stems are solid blocks. So half the time the bamboo ends up sat on top of itself and doesn't quite grow where you want it to. Are any of these actually fully grown yet? Yeah. Right, let's harvest you. 7 carrots. Use fortune on your crops. I have had vehement arguments with people who are insistent that fortune does nothing on your crops. What the fuck do you call this? Right, the only reason not to use fortune on your crops is because a villager is harvesting them and not you. Infinite chickens. I did actually go out and collect the eggs of the new chicken variants as well, so we will have like a mixed coop, which I think will be really, really cute. But yeah, I'll work a little bit more on this, maybe on stream tomorrow after the dragon or something, or maybe we'll just do some end raid and we'll see. Excuse me. But I think we're coming up on 4 hours. We're at 3 hours, 50 minutes. So I think for me, that is a good time to think about leaving. We've actually got a fair bit done. We've started getting some of these walls in down here. Still need to do the ghast's dock so it looks a little bit more comfortable for him. We've set up some basic farms. We've had a look down in the deep dark and made sure that is now safe to work in. So my main goals will be to move my stuff into the storage room. I might move the lava and smelting setup back here, just so that it's out of the way. We've got some basic farms. We've got a spawner and a little enchanting setup up here. So I would be happy to call this like a finished starter base. Because we've got everything that we would kind of want in one. And then we can start doing more interesting farms down in the deep dark. And I think that'll be really, really fun. But we will get to that when we get to that. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to disconnect from the server. I'm going to bring us to just chatting. Here I am, very, very tiny, hanging over my desk with my giant head. I'm a little bit hidden behind Earl. It's not his fault. He's got a big fat butt. I made him that way. You know I like a big fat butt. But yes, thank you everyone for coming and hanging out tonight. I really do appreciate it. I know I'm a little bit here and there and everywhere, but you guys coming and hanging out does make it worth it. So I just want to say a massive thank you. For now, let's see who's knocking about. Let's see if there's anybody doing anything weird, wonderful, or just generally bizarre. K-Series on Monster Hunter Wilds. Let's hop over, because I don't think I've managed to actually get in with K yet. So let's jump on over, give him some love, they're currently doing some monster hunting shenanigans, and they're just cool. So I will love yous. I will leave yous. Yeah, just have yourselves a wonderful night, and hopefully catch you tomorrow when we hunt a dragon and pop one testicle and steal the other as a prize. See you guys.